good evening. As always, we are just outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and this is Just a Concerned Citizen with the Massalorian, and we are about to go live with all of you right now. Good evening, ladies and gents. Tony.
Welcome.
How you doing, buddy?
Friend? Doing swell.
Not too much. Good. We got a lot of people in the chat already. I see here. We're going to say hey to some people. We got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. A lot of different subject matter, but of course, we'll talk a lot of AMC. But there's a lot going on in the economy right now, and things I want you guys to be aware of. And some interesting things, especially from Tony's home state of Texas. We'll talk about that tonight. Something Tony's looking into now as we speak.
We're just filling up the headlines all across the board this week, aren't we?
Yes, you are. And congratulations to your governor for putting his foot down today and putting up some barbed wire. I mean, it's only chicken wire, but it's better than nothing, right? Gotta give it to him for that. Poor guy's in a wheelchair. I mean, he can't do anything. He's got to tell everyone else.
It's not him. He just signs the orders,
That's true. Let me ask you, are you nervous at all about what's going to happen at midnight tonight? The stroke of midnight? No concerns, huh?
Nah.
All right.
No.
I guess. What if you live in El Paso?
Yeah, I mean, the border cities are already getting overrun. In the beginning, they were all like, oh, yeah, give us your huddled masses. And then they're like, hold on. We can't support all this. Can you bust them anywhere else, please?
I told you the other day, I saw the Gen Zers that were getting interviewed in the street in New York. And they said, we we love the migrants. We want everyone to come. Just New York is so full right now. We don't have room here. Literally every Gen Zer they interviewed said that. I'm not kidding. Like, that's how out of touch they are with reality. Amazing. All right, let's say hey to some people in the chat tonight. Mike, good evening. Novocaine, Michael 1, Golden J44. What's up, brother? Golden, Evolve Radio, yo, Howard Jones. What's up, Adam? Now, y'all. Juicy got you crazy, Punchy Nuts, Ape named Roscoe, Apes Blazing does stuff, and Pistol Pete. You see where I am, T?
Yeah, I don't have my chat sorted by latest chat.
I'll keep going.
So just keep going.
Someone says hi. Someone says hi, Tio Denaro. Let's see.
¿Qué pasa, amigo?
Hammer, what's up, my friend? Andrew, good evening. Udip Duda, Levi Christian, Scott K, Veta D Sin, Katie May, good evening. Kryptonian, Anya T. I'm loud and clear. Good, Anya. Nice. I like to hear that. That's what I like to hear. Frank, good evening. Let's see. Max Dog, Savvy. Savvy says, what are you saying, Savvy? Hold on. What do you guys think about? Oh, from Robinhood? Yeah, they're looking for any way to scam people, I think. What kind of trading's going to be going on? What are we talking about?
Probably crypto, I'd guess. I don't know.
I mean, what else are they going to be? What else can you possibly be trading on the weekends? It's crazy. Ain't no fun waiting around to be a millionaire. I hear ya. It ain't. Home Daily, good evening, JM, Marilyn Paul.
No, it says Robinhood will offer 24-hour trading of selected stocks and ETFs 5 days a week. Wow. I did not know about that.
5 days a week or 7?
24 hours though.
Okay. Interesting. How is that going to work?
I don't know. You can pull up the article when we get a moment. It just dropped. Yeah. I love it how you guys keep us up to date with headlines that we haven't even seen yet.
That was the one thing I knew it was Robinhood. One thing I knew. Yeah, I did hear that a little earlier. Andrew, I'm going this weekend. Yeah, I've heard it's awesome, so I'm going to go this weekend. Yep. Yeah, man. I heard it was good. T saw it twice, right, T?
I just got back from watching Guardians of the Galaxy the second time. First time I took my wife. Today I took my son. And he's getting ready to go to New York for his summer job. He's going to be working for a private equity firm up there for 2 months for part of his internship for college.
Nice.
So we hung out today, and we're going to do something else before he leaves. He's leaving in about 10 days.
Oh, okay.
He's got an apartment lined up there in New York. I said, hey, maybe you know, if I throw you some extra cash, can you go hang out in the park and try and get a photo with Lou?
Better hurry up. He's out of here in a month. He's
Oh,
literally
shit.
he's got 1 month of probation left and he's gone. We'll have to track him down to the DR. So he's gonna be down in New York?
For us, it's up in New York. Yeah, he'll be there for 2 months.
Okay. All right. Well, if I go down there for anything, especially so I was talking to you earlier about getting a flight to El Paso after I
Yeah.
saw the footage. But it's really expensive. What I was thinking is I also saw a picture from Tyler, Texas. Have you heard of it?
Yep.
Okay. In Tyler, Texas, there's someone took some photos and video. There's like 250 white buses unmarked with blackout
Oh,
windows. You saw
I
that?
saw that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to know where they're going. So, um,
Maybe they're Mullen vans.
they might be Mullen. Oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
shit, if they are, watch
Ba-dum-bum.
out. They might be Mullen vans. That would be amazing, right? That would be something that the left would push for. Listen, if we can be busting migrants, at least use Mullen vans. All right, I'll say hey to some more people. Nate the Great from Texas. Good evening. Home Daily, I say JM, Marilyn Paul. I got Groundhog Eater. Chris, good evening. Christopher Card, Scott K. We got who did I miss here? Max Dog, Zelly Zen, Braves Car, Pistol Pete. What's going on, man? Let's see. Golden 344. Christ is King. Good evening. Savvy. We got all right. I think I got everybody. Jax Prescott. Good evening, man. And Jack Wolf. We'll get to Jackson real quick. All right. So what do you want to start off with tonight? What should we start off with first? We want to talk about CPI?
Yeah, let's start off with CPI.
Okay, so we have what do we got? We got 10 rate hikes in 12 months, which is a record. We've never had that many interest hikes. Oh, well, I'm talking about interest rates. I wrote down their interest rates on the top. All right, CPI data. Sorry. So
I
we
mean,
got
well,
what?
CPI is going to have some potential impact on next month's or interest rate hike, right? They based on the CPI. I saw that the street lowered their percentage bet on if the Fed is going to increase rates at the next meeting down to 20%. 20% think they will increase rates.
So we've got what 10? We've got 10 rate increases in the last 12 months. That is on par to well, that is a record already. That we've never raised that fast before. Never. But yeah, CPI data came back 4.9% year over year, which was still, I mean, what's the target? We're looking at 2%, right? Powell said when he sees 2%. Right?
I mean, that's always kind of their stated goal, and we've been over 2% for a long time now. So I actually have all the charts. I was going to do a video on CPI. What is it? A little bit of background. And then I was like, who really at this point cares what CPI is? So if you guys care to have someone explain it to you, I'm happy to make the video, but I still have all the tabs open that I was looking at this morning.
March was okay. Yeah, you go. Yeah,
I'm just gonna share a couple screens.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This one's from the Fed St. Louis, and it shows. Yeah, okay, it's up on the screen. This shows the upward trend of the CPI, and this is only since 2020. But watch what happens if I go to 10-year. You can really see where CPI started spiraling up. If we go to max, look at this. I mean, this is a huge increase, a huge in the angle of it.
Yeah, the angle. Yeah.
CPI is always going to go up. I mean, if you got 2% inflation, it's always going to trend up. But this type of really big spike up is what the Fed's trying to tamp down right now.
Yeah. Yes.
And then we got the you can go over to the Bureau of Labor's website, and they have this 4.9. The 4.9 is a increase over the same date a year ago. So
Right, year over year.
yep.
And the other number that I thought was interesting, consumer prices went up. March, they went up by 0.1%, but April up 0.4%. So we are still sizzling. I mean, yeah, we came in on 0.01% under estimates, but still, that is crackling hot. I mean, we are way too hot right now, way too hot. It's unfortunate, but I don't see this getting better anytime soon. I just don't. I mean, where is the relief? When are we gonna get some love? Just it's not happening for for the American people, right? Well, for the people of the world, right? This isn't just an America problem. This is a worldwide problem we have. Everybody's got problems.
Have you thought about the country running out of money and them wanting to raise the debt ceiling so they can just print more money? Have you thought about how all that plays into inflation?
So a little bit, yeah. Well, especially because right now, they just asked the White House press secretary what's going on. I mean, you got the House Republicans who are passing this bill. They're trying to trim it from all the BS that the Democrats have put in it, and they're still saying it's a radical policy. But they're trimming fat from a lot of areas that have been pumped up in the last two budgets that we just don't need. And you know the ones I'm talking about. You know the stuff I'm talking about, T. So, it's not like they're not coming out with they're cutting or they're destroying the defense budget or they're gonna take everything away from public education. They're trying to get rid of things that have been implemented in the last 2 years that have jacked up us to what is it, $31.7 trillion debt. So again, it's politicians we're dealing with. I mean, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, but at least they're trying to do something about getting this fixed. Super 7, good evening. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, good evening, doll. Max Dog, Scott Gray, Cancel Bubble, Liverpool, Chris Mickshaw, Ape Love Ape. Kleiner Worm, hello from Germany. Guten Tag, my friend. All right, so yeah, CPI data is still way too hot, and I don't know. I don't see any relief coming anytime soon. What do you think, T?
Not this year. Not any meaningful relief. No.
No, I really don't. And Jerome Powell, I mean, for as much as I can't stand Jerome Powell, I mean, it looks like he's trying to make up for his past mistake, right? I mean, he was one of us in the situation. I mean, it was a combination, but Jay Powell's been in charge of the Fed with Trump and Biden. That never changed when the transition took place between Biden and Trump's team. He kept Powell on, right? Biden kept Powell on, and that was appointed. He was appointed by Trump's administration, right? So he's kind of to blame for all of this.
What Powell said about interest rates on the upcoming meeting, he walked back from saying we're definitely raising them to we're going to be keeping an eye on the data. So there is a chance we might not get a rate hike next time.
Mr. Heedy, what's up, my darling? I'm sorry, I put your comment up and then forgot to say hello. How you doing, doll? Yeah, I know too. I know. What was the? Oh, so the other thing was the interest rate hike. You think? So talking about those rate hikes. They were talking about loaning out money and how it is getting extremely hard now for people to get a loan. So I'll just let you know. And we got 5 offers.
Yep. How'd that go?
So
5 offers. Holy shit.
Yeah. We had both days of open house booked. We had 8 appointments a day. I think there was like 1 or 2 cancellations, but which I find interesting because these are all pre-approved buyers coming in. And I'm thinking to myself, who is it that's coming in right now? When we just had we literally just had a rate hike like this week. But they're still loaning out money. I wouldn't say money's that tight yet. It's just, there's still people getting pre-approved for loans. Like I said, we got 5 offers, 2 of them cash. So I got to start thinking about where I am going. And that might be able to jump into our next subject if you want.
Tejas.
Yeah, Tejas. Yeah. So Me and Tony were talking a little earlier about this right here. Let me pull it up on the screen for you guys. Hold on. Share screen. Okay. Nope. Save that for later. All right. Hopefully this comes up. So this here is an article. I'm gonna make it big for you guys. Nope. No, didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Yes. And I want to do this. Correct. Okay. And I want to do this. Where's Dr. McLovin? All right. So this here is an article from, let's see. Oh, am I on the wrong thing? Texas House, right? I might have the wrong article. Hold on. Texas House. Yeah, here we go. Why is there something different on my screen than what's showing on? Oh, I got
Right now you're showing my screen.
I just realized that. There we go. That's what I want, right? Thank you. Yeah. All right, here we go. So this is from this article here. Texas House advances gold-backed digital currency bill. Let's see. Let me scroll down here so you guys can see. I'll just read it real quick. The first couple paragraphs. It says Texas House Committee has taken the first steps of discussion of a bill that creates a digital currency 100% backed by gold specie. The bill, identified as HB 4903, which was introduced on March 10th by Representative Mark DeRosa, has garnered the support of 42 sponsors and is ready to exit by the House State Affairs Committee to be voted on by the House. The bill specifies that the comptroller of the state will establish a digital currency that is backed by gold so that each unit of the digital currency issued represents a particular fraction of a troy ounce of gold held in trust. In the same way, the state will have to design an electronic system to allow citizens to freely transact with this currency to make payments. Now, the interesting thing I find about this, and I don't know if it says it in the article here. Okay. So it's 100% redeemable in precious metal or cash at that. The currency will be processed in gold specie or in money with the control of the state or a contracted third party managing these redemptions. The implementation of this bill would cost the state $25 million, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, 100% backed by gold, and you can redeem it for gold, silver, or cash. And there's a couple other states that are looking into it right now. Arkansas just passed a bill for gold and silver back legal tender. It's also right now in the House in Tennessee and the House in Wyoming. So this is
the same bill.
The same bill, yeah. So Tony, here's my question to you. Let's say that Texas gets this, they pass this, and now you have an opportunity to put your money into this, right? So you have your regular bank account that's cash, with your whatever, and also you'll be able to have some of this central bank digital currency that's not linked to the federal government but to the state government, right? And is redeemable for physical, which is something that you can't get with a dollar right now. You used to be able to, but not anymore. What are your thoughts on
it? And you won't be able to get with the Fed CBDC when they come out with it also.
That's right. Yep.
I mean, I don't put a lot of money in CBDCs anyways, but if we're going all digital, I'd rather have a state-controlled one that's backed by gold and silver than some federal one where they can. This whole thought of the government controlling coins is very disturbing to me in general.
Yeah, it is.
Any of them. But
let me ask you this. Is it possible that they would use CBDC because no matter who is elected in 2024, if ultimately parts of the government control the currency now because we now use CBDC, do you think that would be something they would try? Because that would, even if they lose 2024, they might still be able to have lots of control because if they're controlling the currency, you know what I'm saying?
That's my fear. Like it could launch with the best of intentions and then you get someone else, a different party in charge, and they twist it.
Yeah.
They change it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And your federal CBDC is not going to be backed by gold or anything else. You can't redeem it for
Right.
shit. Yeah, you can redeem it for toilet paper about when we're all said and done. Yeah, I thought that was interesting, and that other states are adopting. Now, there's a couple problems with this, right? So the first and foremost is, according to the Constitution, only Congress can issue coin, which is weird because the Federal Reserve is not Congress, but they've been printing money like it was going out of style for the last 26 years, right? So I don't know how that works because, again, Congress has no connection to the Fed.
Also, this article I have pulled up says that Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution says no state may make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debt. So I'm guessing that's why they're tying this CBDC bill in Texas and the other states to gold and silver to try and thread the needle there on getting whacked by the feds.
Yeah. Yep. Now the other thing I was thinking about is, how does that work for commerce? Because I mean, you guys have a really big economy down there. It's like 2.8 trillion in Texas. How do you think that would work as far as like buying and selling goods from the state? Like, what if you're trying to trade with? I mean, if Tennessee index their own, then that would be easily transferable, right? But what about states that don't have this? How does that work? How do you think that will work?
All good questions. I mean, I just found out about this an hour ago. So
Okay. All right.
I got to do some thinking. Like, how does that work? I'm assuming if it's a CBDC, if the question is, do they put it out on a public crypto exchange, or can you only use it in a closed loop system within Texas? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Good. Yep. You want me to pull the bill up for a second?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on.
Juicy says you can CBD my nuts. CBDC my nuts.
CBD my punchy nuts. All right. Let's see. All right. Share. Let me make this big. And all right. So here in the bill, under currency. So this is exactly what the bill says. The comptroller shall establish a digital currency that is backed by gold, so that each unit of the digital currency issued represent. Okay, I said that. Here we go. In establishing digital currency, the comptroller shall establish a means to ensure that a person who holds the digital currency may readily transfer or assign the digital currency to any other person by electronic means. Gold held in trust, appointed by the comptroller, shall the trustee behalf of the digital currency holders, all gold purchased to back the digital currency. The trustee shall maintain enough gold to provide for the redemption in gold of all units of digital currency that have been issued and are not yet redeemed for money or gold. So you guys just bought a bunch of gold recently. There was a big article on it. It says, purchase and issuancy. A person may purchase from this state through the comptroller any number of units on receiving payment for a purchase of digital currency, together with any fee charged under section. The comptroller shall, using the money received from the purchaser, buy a fractional number of true gold equal to the number of units of digital currency. And it says here on the bottom of the bill that the date for this act to take effect September 1st, 2023. So that's coming up very soon.
That is quick.
Yeah. Very quick. I'm just really interested to know.
The article I'm looking at was back in April. It had not been assigned to a committee yet. So I wonder if anything's changed in the last month.
Let's see. When is there a date on this bill? I didn't see a date. Oh, wait. Is it in the top corner? No. You said the last one you saw was in April?
Oh, wait. Oh, look, here's an update from 3 days ago on CU Today. Texas House Committee passes bill to create gold, silver backed currencies. Oh, this is currency, not cryptocurrency. HB 4903. That's a different one than you're looking at, right?
Oh yeah, I'm 4903. Yep.
You're on 4903?
No, yeah, that's the bill I have. 4903. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. It says the legislation would require the comptroller to establish and provide for the issuance of gold and silver and also establish digital currency. So it passed committee 3
Yeah.
days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious on how this is going to work.
Yeah, I'm going to need to read up on this. And then meanwhile, we got DeSantis down in Florida, as I saw someone in the comments trying to pass a bill to not allow any federal CBDC in Florida. It's interesting how
I saw that.
CBDCs is starting to fall along party lines. I did not expect that.
No, me neither. Me neither. But it's got to be coming down the pipeline because and not people are talking about it for a reason, right? So somebody's got some inklings that this is closer than we might think. And I know me and Tony disagree on this. He has not been able to wash my brain and tell me that this is far off in the future. Mass still believes this is going to become quicker than Tony D
You
believes.
think it's coming very soon. I think it's coming like not in the next year, but they're definitely working on it.
I think it will be here. I think it will be here before we get. I think it'll be here right around when. What do we got? What do we got? When does the first primary take place? When is the Iowa caucuses in New Hampshire? That's like November of this year, right? Somewhere around there. I think once they see the numbers coming back, that's when we'll start to hear a lot about it. If we see that Joe Biden is running at like 35% or it's some kind of landslide loss, I think that's when they'll really crank it up. Because, again, if we know Joe Biden's not really running the country right now, so whoever is running the country and controlling things, they don't want to lose that control, but they might lose the election. But if they have CBDC, they might be able to still have some power, even if no matter who's in the White House in 2024, right? If we believe in the deep state, which I do. I don't know if Tony does, but I do.
Sometimes I do.
Wait, that is not an answer. What do you mean sometimes? You either exist or they don't.
I think that the government wants control of everything, every aspect of your life. If that's deep state, then I believe in that.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
they've been marching towards that
here
for a long time, and it's very scary.
Yeah. It is scary, right, T? It is scary. Ah, boy. Okay. All right. The last thing I wanted to bring up was the downgrade from HSBC. Can we talk about that real quick?
Yep.
Pull that up. Okay. So
it's your show. You don't have to ask me for don't ask me for permission. You're just feeding the trolls, Massalorian. I'm just the guest.
You're
you
right.
do whatever you want.
You're right. All right. So this article here is from let's see. It says HSBC downgrade to Anheuser-Busch InBev as it deals with Bud Light crisis. Analysts cite deeper problems than ABI admits. I think that should say that they're in full denial of after a recent partnership with blah blah blah. All right, this is a boycott on steroids. Usually boycotts end, right? This is not a boycott. This is something way different. This is a line in the sand, I think. This is putting your foot down. I don't think this is a boycott traditionally, has a time that starts and then it ends and kind of drifts off into the sunset. And I think that's what a lot of people anticipated. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that, depending on who you're a fan of. So it's time to step up to the sidelines on Anheuser-Busch as it deals with the Bud Light crisis. According to HSBC, analyst Carlos Laboy downgraded the beverage stock to hold, saying there are deeper problems than ABI admits after a recent social media partnership. Meanwhile, the marketing executive responsible for partnership is reportedly taking a leave of absence. Let's see. Down here in the article, it said, Anheuser-Busch InBev reported a spike in profit for the first quarter, but the analyst cited a beer markers insights drop in beer sales of maybe 25% in April. The Budweiser parent company, which also owns the brand's than 5.7% this year. However, it's down more than 4.8% this quarter, Shares are down 1.3. And the other thing which was interesting is the stock is actually finally taking a hit. I think
What's
it's
the
down like
ticker? No, I
$4 a
didn't.
share.
I'm not watching it.
I
What's the
think it's
ticker for
AB.
Anheuser-Busch?
Hold on. Bev, maybe? A Bev, maybe? Hold on. Let me see. Ticker.
Bud.
Bud. On the New York Stock. I can pull this up too if you want. Let's take a look at the last. Hold on. Take a look at the last month. We'll just pull up the last month. If I can get this up. Yeah, here we go. I can share the screen too with you. All right, so let's do a share. I'll open this up. Boom. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let me put it on 1 month. Looks like they took a smack today, huh? A little bit. A little bit of a smack.
They got smacked almost 3%.
Yeah.
Including after hours.
Yeah. Yep. Do not believe what the media is telling you. They are definitely feeling this right now. Let me see if I can pull up the 1 month chart.
I can't wait for your update. When can we expect it for your field trip that you did?
So it'll be Friday. I'm either gonna drop it Friday or Saturday night around 6 p.m., like right around prime time. 5 or 6 on Friday. 5 or 6 on Friday or Saturday. 1 of the 2. So it just depends on when I'm done editing. There's a lot of B-roll I have, and some things I want to include that I'm gonna have to pull from other places. But yes, it will be done in the next 48 hours. So, yeah, this is not a good looking chart right here. I'll tell you that. I know we were talking about this like 2 weeks ago, T, right? I remember you saying like, well, now I don't want to do anything now because all the word's already out. There might be still a chance here to make some money. I mean, this could definitely come down a lot more as this time progresses here. No doubt in my mind. I said to my roommate the other day, I said, if I had to guess at a stock price in August, I think it's August 3rd is when they report Q2 earnings. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's around $55. That would be my call right now. Somewhere around there. I think we're going to see a major move in the next couple weeks.
It seems pretty logical looking at the chart that it could fall back down into the 50s pretty easily.
Yeah. The trend continues, and people continue to do what they're doing. And whether you agree with it or not, we're just talking about the financial aspect of it here, guys, not the not the political aspect. Wayne says,
politics aside, if it becomes a good bargain, I'll buy it.
I could care less what the politics are. If we know what the numbers are going to come out to, then I'll play it, right?
But I'd need to see a healthy pullback.
Yeah, for sure. Wayne says, I believe the debt ceiling will be approved last minute. What do you think? That usually is the case, Wayne. Do you think anything's different this year, T?
Nope. They'll politic it all the way to the last minute and then approve something.
What about the America? What about the America? What do they call it? The Freedom Caucus? You think they'll hold it up this year, like they did with the vote for McCarthy?
Someone's gonna hold it up till midnight on the day they got to sign that fucker.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to let you know there was a bill brought to the floor today to make indecent exposure to minors a Class C felony. And 27 Democrats voted against it. Just so you guys know. Fucking unbelievable, man. Sick people. Let's see. Everybody's saying FCBDC here in the in the chat. Oh, well, I'm way behind. Jesus. Mark of the Beast. I saw Mark of the Beast. Yes. Everyone's calling it the Mark of the Beast. Have you heard that, Tony? CBDC?
That CBDC is the mark of the beast? I have not heard
Yes.
that.
As like as a potato.
Uh-oh, we lost Mass. That's what happens when you go against the government. Hopefully he can get back on here. There he is. We lost you.
Yeah, I don't know why I went.
You got shorted by Biden.
Yeah. He's awake? I'll get the chat back up. I'm sorry, T. What were you saying? You said you hadn't heard about the Mark of the Beast?
I have not heard that storyline yet, though. No.
It's referring to something in Revelation about a monetary thing that will be like a currency. Yeah, a monetary thing that will be used by the governments of the world to oppress, according to Revelation. That will be in the last.
Maybe when they force you to get that CBDC wallet, put under your skin on your wrist to make everything easier.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so we can have easy access. Yeah. Christian Princess says, I tend to agree with Mass on this. What do you agree with? Whether you agree with me on, Christian Princess? Mike says, glad to hear New York is standing strong. Government is the most irresponsible it's ever been, says Doc Zeno. The Vineyard says upstate. Mike says they can't give that piss water away. I know they really can't. There are people trying to give it away. It's crazy. And I heard finally someone today. Now this could be exaggerated, but I guess someone got assaulted coming out of which is not cool. I'm not down with that. But someone got assaulted coming out of a package store by two people that thought they were buying a case of Bud Light. But I don't agree with that. Just so you guys know, no violence. Words only. You can do plenty with words, right? Let's see. Punchy Nut says Canadian truckers protested and got their bank shut down, coming to a town near you. Yeah, Punchy Nuts. That'll just be one less person they have to deal with, which is the banks, right? Right, T? They get the banks out of the way. They don't have to deal with private banks.
You already saw a preview in Canada of what is coming here. It is very disturbing.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to take the food right out of your mouth if you don't go home. I mean, yeah, it's very disturbing.
And my second fear is that, like, as soon as they entrench the federal CBDC, then they're going to outlaw all other cryptocurrencies in the United States. That is my big concern.
Yes. Yeah, they have to, because they can't afford the competition. They can't afford
the whole point of the federal CBDC is that, they don't like all of that money sitting out there not in the US money supply.
Correct. Which is why this central bank digital currency by Texas is interesting, right? Because possibly, and I guess it depends on who's running the state at the time, right? But possibly this could be a way to avoid having to deal with a central bank digital currency from the Federal Reserve, right? And still be able to do transactions but by digital currency. So It's interesting. I wonder if people outside of Texas will be able to use it.
I'll read the bill more in detail and see what I can figure out tomorrow.
But take everyone's money, right? Take as much money coming in as you could, right? I mean, that's good for Texas.
We got a lot of room down here, Mass. Come on down.
I know. I'm coming. Let's see here. Crusher things. I would think trading, you would keep politics out of here. Democrats are not sick. Republicans are not the savior. No, Democrats are sick, bro. Sorry. I'm going to put your comment up. They're sick. 27 of them are. Clearly. Sick in the head. If you pull your pants down in front of a child, I don't care about arresting or felonies. They should cut it off, I think. That's what I believe. Yeah, they're sick, Crusher. Sorry, bro. Have a good night. Anya says, grow crops so you don't have to eat the bugs. That's right, Anya. We're going to do that. If I go to Texas, I'm definitely going to grow some crops. Punchy Nut says, "Wait till they make gold illegal to own again." Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. V Beach 757 says, "FOH with the politics." I don't think some of you guys understand what's going on right now. VA Beach 757. You don't like politics? You understand they play a major role in everything that's going on right now, right? Like including the money in your pocket right now, which you probably don't have a lot of. So we don't have to talk about politics, but as long as you keep that out of it, they'll continue to win. Just so you know. So we don't have to talk about it. That's good. Stick your head back in the sand. Bye, V8757. Josh says, "I'm late to the party, but did you happen to discuss your post from earlier today, Tony?" Tony, did you?
No, I mean, I've been kind of quiet this week because there's not a lot going on in the court. But I mean, we talked briefly about it on Monday. We had a blast on a Monday live stream. We had so much fun that I don't even remember how it ended.
I heard.
Oh Lordy, that you know, word to the wise: eat before you have a couple shots. That's all I'm gonna say.
Which Tony did tonight.
Don't drink. Yeah, I did eat. I did eat tonight. So, the updates are that Tuttle's motion to intervene was denied, and he's protesting that. He's objecting to it. Al's motion to intervene was denied. Al was also asking for the special master to be booted for what's the word? For conflict of interest. That got denied. There were a bunch of people tweeting because when you file a motion, attorneys often also file a proposed order, so the judge doesn't have to write anything, right? Just sign this, Judge. Corinne is gone. That's basically what it said. And
Okay.
people saw the proposed order that Al submitted and said, "Oh yeah, Corinne is out. The special master is gone." But that was not the case. That was just people not actually reading the document. So today, the judge did deny that motion. The special master is, she's, so, these guys, they all have a chance to object to their intervention being denied, but that'll probably also be denied.
It's denials all over the place, huh?
And speaking of writing letters, look, if any of y'all want to write a letter complaining about the $20 million that the plaintiff's attorneys are going to get for this kindergarten cop lawsuit, I would 100% back that. Why should these plaintiffs' attorneys get all this money for wasting our time? This was never going to pass from day one. This was never going to be, Allegheny was never going to win from day one. And so I would say, if you want to write a letter objecting to their attorney fees for wasting your time.
Yeah, you think this is all for naught, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the settlement hearing is going to happen on June 29th and 30th. Objection letters will be heard in between now and then, and they'll either pass muster or they won't, depending on how well they're written. And then the judge will take all that into consideration, and then she's going to go off and after the 30th do some thinking in her cabin in the woods and write a written response or written opinion. And they have 90 days in the Delaware Court of Chancery typically to do that. So just so y'all know, there's not going to be a decision on June 30th, very unlikely. We're hoping that she submits the written opinion in July, but I can't promise you that we'll have an answer in July.
T, do you have any idea where we can find the email address to send that?
Yeah. You can go to the easiest way to find it. Everyone's going to get a postcard. There's a little process that they're going through right now. It's all described in the court documents. They have to go get all of the addresses of all the investors. And then there's a third party that's sending out all those postcards, and then AMC has to pay them back. So AMC's not sending the postcards. They're paying for it, but a third party is handling it. You should be getting your postcards in the next 2 weeks by May 20th, I would say. I forget the date, but they're coming. In the meantime, you can go to the SEC Edgar website and pull up the 8K that AMC had to file, and it's got all of that information in it. Supposedly it's
Okay.
somewhere on the
It's in the
AMC
8K.
website too, but I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah, I thought, oh shit, I just closed it. I thought I was going to click on it and I'm like, no, it can't be on the AMC website, but I guess it is possibly.
It's
Okay.
supposed
All
to
right. I was
be
just about to click on it.
website or investor
Okay.
relations. I don't know where. I looked and it wasn't easy to find, but the 8K is out there. And you will be
Okay.
getting your
All
postcard.
right.
You will.
Okay. Crusher says, "Oh, I understand how politics affects my life. Directly affects my life. Roe versus Wade." Well, we're glad you're here, Crusher, and not in a garbage can. Max Dog says, "Shit, they're covering in slow motion." Yeah. What did you think about the market today, T? Any thoughts?
What we talking the market in general or AMC and Ape?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's talk about AMC and Ape. Yeah.
I still think that there was a run up pre-earnings, that $6.20 run up, and that we're going to drift back down now, probably under $5.
Yeah. You thinking?
That's just what I
You think
think.
under 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as what are your thoughts as far as the next? Let's say what's the date today? Today's the 10th, so we get 50 days to the 30th, and then we'll probably have at least a couple days before. Well, I guess it could come right on the 30th, correct? Or the first?
What, the decision?
Yeah.
I mean, it could, but I wouldn't bank on it.
No, you don't think it'll be right away?
I mean, like
So you might have.
she just submitted not she, Judge McCormick just submitted the decision on the Jack Dorsey, the Square case, and she took 110 days to write her written opinion.
Oh my God, you're kidding me?
No, same court, different judge. I mean, they have 90 days, and they try and stick to that. She ended up taking, I think, 110. Judge McCormick. That's an interesting case too, because Square bought some audio app that Jay-Z was the owner of, and the shareholders were suing the company because they said it was a breach of fiduciary duty, a waste of money, blah, 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 blah. And the judge denied the case. Jack Dorsey and Square won. The judge said that it might have been a bad business decision, but the court defaults to assuming that directors of the business are making smart business decisions to the best of their ability, and the decision was approved by an independent board. Same type of thing we have with AMC, an independent board approved Ape. So I think that this is going to fall on the same lines, this case, the one, for Ape.
They're very comparable, right?
I mean, it's not exactly the
In those
same, but
terms.
I mean, the precedent and the Delaware court's view on how directors, they don't, you got to show a knowing breach of law, really, to get them called out. And there was no laws broken here. They were making a decision to, in their opinion, to shore up the balance sheet of the company. So I think it's going to go through. The settlement's going to go through.
Okay. But we could see up to, I mean, it could be another 110 days now post
I mean,
June 30th.
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if it took 90 days, but I sure hope it doesn't take 90 days.
Moto GP34 says, "Is this lawsuit beneficial to us at all, or could this be the demise of us all?" I don't think it'll be the demise of us all, but as far as beneficial, yeah, because we can get this show on the road, right? I mean,
I don't see any benefit to it. I mean, I guess, if you're heavy in AMC, you're going to get a little payout from the settlement, but but it's our money. We're the shareholders. We're diluting ourselves to pay everyone who holds AMC. It's not like it's basically, robbing Peter to pay Paul.
yeah, yep. PD Harris, good evening, my friend. PD says, Tony and Mass, what does your gut feeling tell you is the reason for this frivolous lawsuit in the first place? Nothing is going to come from it, but it has delayed everything for 3 to 4 months. If you're asking me if I think this is something to delay for time, probably not. What I think, my gut feeling tells me that, she's looking over everything. The judge is doing her job. And I think a lot of people use this to become YouTube famous and get clicks on their videos. Because if you start this letter writing campaign, it's a lot of information. You got to give back and forth. Then you make more videos, and there's always an update and breaking news, and oh shit, this was said, and get an
But
upload. And
what
there's a
was
lot of going around,
Allegheny's
I think.
what was Allegheny's motive? I mean, I think that the attorney's motive was just pure greed. $20 million,
Yeah,
easy 20 bagger right there
yeah,
for their
yeah.
attorneys. Oh yeah, we'll run that case up for you. Sure.
No problem. Yeah, I know. What's your gut? What's your gut tell you? Do you think? Do you think this was just exactly what it is? As someone started this and started a case, and here we are. Do you think there was?
I think someone probably legitimately thought they had a gripe. You see all the YouTubers that agree with them. Some people think that they legitimately had a gripe that, and there is a legitimate, I think, look, let's be real. There was a legitimate concern that ape was shoved down people's throat to push through a vote to increase the share count. I think that it's probably not even really debatable. But
No.
the question is, was it illegal? No, it
Right.
was not illegal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where the misunderstanding of the lawsuit came in.
Right. We're not splitting. We're almost splitting hairs here. Talking about the legality of it, I think that I wish I was more well versed in the law, but I think that. Never mind. I probably shouldn't talk about this too much. Jesse says the whole lawsuit just seems like stall tactics. I think honestly, Jesse, I think that the person who filed this really did have a legitimate gripe. I really do. And a lot of us are upset about how things have gone down since Ape was created, including myself. I'm honestly, it has not made me happy at all. So if anyone thinks I'm getting joy out of this, or I'm not a fan of Ape. So I understand what it was created for. And I think that AA has been pandering a lot to the retail community. I think that he's been playing word games and, trying to say things subliminally without actually saying them because of the, legal precautions he has to take as the CEO. But,
I agree with that too, which is why I refuse to participate in this decoding the tweets thing. It's more for me like you got to read between the lines, guys. You got to be able to see what any CEO is doing when they tweet. They're keeping you engaged. That's about it. So every time someone asks me, what do you think about what Adam Aaron tweeted? I don't think about it. I don't. It's just a tweet to me. I think the only thing I think about is what's on the 10 Qs and the 8Ks.
Yeah, and the chart. That's it. Yeah. Agreed. I do think AA for this a long time now has definitely been pandering to us. But I think it's got more, and I don't want to use the word nefarious, but I think he's definitely cranked it up a notch since Ape. Saying things without saying things, but he also has said many times, and even in a recorded conversation, that he doesn't believe that there's billions of synthetics out there. Which is everyone has their own opinions on that, and some of us, as myself, feel that there's been major manipulation going on with this play. We just don't have the smoking gun to be able to show you guys how it's going down. So it's all just, I mean, besides what we know with, dark pool trading and FTDs and all that stuff, let's leave all that out of there. We're just talking about, naked shorting and that kind of stuff, like rehypothecation. I get all that part of it. I definitely think there's a lot of that going on. That's why, we were protesting against the SEC. That's going on. I mean, look what they just did with the banks. I mean, they just crushed the banks to the point where there's a possibility they might outlaw shorting. I think it was brought to Gary Gensler's attention the other day. Jamie Dimon came out and said that there's more than likely it's going to happen, that they're going to do that if
it
another
just
bank
cracks
goes down.
me up when it hits home for them. They want to outlaw shorting, but when we bitch about it for 2
I know.
years, oh yeah,
It's
you're just making shorting is good. It's a healthy part of the market, but all of a sudden when it hits the banks, we can't have this.
Yeah, right. As soon as it was on the banks, I mean, literally within days, they were talking about outlawing short selling. What? Where have you guys been for the last 3 years?
Exactly.
Kidding me? I mean, during the pandemic, when every American out there and every American business was hurting, and you guys were allowing, to them to smash everything in smithereens, and a couple banks drop off, and you guys are crying, saying we need to stop short selling. You got to be kidding me. Thor Bladed, thank you very much for the donation, my friend. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 reminded me why I'm invested in AMC. Made me feel like a kid again. What a great movie. Yeah, the series. Yeah, everyone said this is the best out of the 3. You've seen all 3,
Thor Bladed. Yeah, I have. And I posted that I thought it was the best of the 3. And of course, someone had to come in and say, you're an idiot. How can you think this was the best one? No matter what you say, try and be positive. Someone's always got something to say.
Okay. But I have heard, though, that this was the best one out of all 3. Yeah. So
I thought it was.
Okay. Good. I'm going to go see it, like I said, this weekend. And I'll let you guys know Monday what I thought of it. I want to see what the numbers are this weekend. I'm hoping that because of the great reviews, it won't be like the previous few Marvel movies that we've seen, right? Quantumania and Thor: Love and Thunder, where we had big opening weekends. Next weekend we drop off 70%, right? So I'm interested to see if these numbers will come back a little different this week because it is the last installment. I'm hoping, just for AMC's bottom line, that we get some more people in here, some more asses and seats this weekend. Jesse says, I had no problem with Ape. Actually thought it was a good idea to raise cash if they didn't kill it. They didn't count on getting shorted and smashed to hell. Trust the process, we will win. Yeah, none of us foresaw that coming, Jesse, right? None of us.
It was interesting to read in the plaintiff's brief, and I urge you guys to go do that if you can get your hands on a copy. Because a lot of the board meeting minutes are in there. And the board knew that institutions were probably not going to hold Ape. In fact, it says in there they were pretty sure that some of them would be required to sell it, which I don't know why required, but whatever. I'm digging into that in my spare time. But they thought that retail was going to support it more, and I think they generally. That's not my opinion. That's in the plaintiff's brief.
That's right.
And I think they just got surprised with the overwhelming negative reaction to it.
Yeah. And there was it's just a small part of it, but a lot of people on YouTube pushed getting rid of Ape and saying it was worthless and yada yada, and that definitely hurt us. I think that affected us. I remember those couple days after it was awarded to us. I hate using that word, awarded to us. But when we got it, within a couple days, people were highly skeptical. I don't know why. All we did was just split our original AMC share in half. I don't know how we lost all that value, but Blazin says I might move to the US one day if Canada doesn't settle down. LOL. I'm gonna leave. You're trying to come here? Max Dog says we have billions of synthetics and Animatum found a way through it and around it, I believe. You mean the hedge funds found their way around and through it? Why did Animatum find his way through it? He sold all his AMC. I saw Grandpa Barney is in here. Grandpa Barney, good evening, my friend. I don't know where your comment is, but I do see you. Oh, there he is. Okay. Max Duck says, is JP Morgan in charge of all of AMC or something? No. But JP Morgan's one of the biggest banks in the world. So if Jamie Dimon is saying he thinks this is coming, I'll listen to him at least. I will take it into consideration. Only for shorting bank stock, says pushing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They can't afford to continue to raise interest rates and people to legally lead the banks into oblivion. The whole financial sector will collapse. Can't do that. So someone's got to do something. Someone said, hey, bro, you don't want to leave the States. Devastator. Bro, no, you definitely don't want to move here to the States. We're one giant corrupt cluster F of a country. That's so sad to say. I hate laughing at that. And I hate the fact that I'm getting chased out of my own country, but facts are facts. Facts are facts. Darmrick says, let's see. JP Punching Out says JP had almost $500 billion deposits pulled. Yeah.
I want to know
right?
from Mike what his question is. He says, "What is up with Ape today?" Well, I'm curious what you mean.
What is up with apes today? Mike? BBD says, for me, it's simple. Ape was created for sole purpose of raising cash, and AA sold it for pennies. I heard someone say the other day that, Tony, that you were, you were screaming bloody murder that we needed to raise capital. And then you put out a video the other day saying that we're doing good. I think people sometimes forget that if we didn't sell those shares, we'd be $375 million short, right? This quarter.
I mean, if you look at the money that AMC brought in from selling Ape last quarter, Q4 and Q1, how many hundreds of millions of dollars was that? A couple $100 million? We'd be down to just over 1 quarter worth of cash left in the bank right now. And guys, when I'm talking about the balance sheet getting fixed and AMC running out of cash, please keep in mind, I know the trolls don't like to listen to what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to tell you is that in 2023, the year we're in, my forecast is only Q2 is going to be a good quarter. We're going to lose money the other 3 quarters. We just lost $235 million. We're going to lose more in Q3. We're probably going to lose some in Q4. And so when I'm talking about being worried about the balance sheet, it's in terms of if Ape were ruled illegal and they had no way to raise cash, the company is screwed. That is my point. I'm not worried about running out of cash this week or this quarter. By the end of this year, if the lawsuit were to go completely left, right? And the judge says Ape was screwed, cancel it, you can't do anything with it. AMC's out of luck. They don't have any way to raise money, and they don't have enough cash to survive, depending on how those Q3 and Q4 go. We just don't. And the lenders aren't going to wait till you have $0 in the bank account. Massalorian, what our working capital position is on AMC, that's current assets minus current liabilities.
Okay. What is it? Please tell me.
Negative $1 billion on the balance sheet. Guys, when Wall Street sees that, they're not scared to short a company that has negative $1 billion working capital. Current assets and current liabilities is what you have to pay in the next 12 months versus what you have. We're fucked. We need to raise cash. Go ask your CPA if you don't like me. Go look up the definition of working capital and look at the balance sheet yourself. I'm not just here spreading lies. I'm telling you factual fucking information from the financial statements.
Is that what you're doing?
That's what I try to do. It's still controversial for some reason. I don't know when 10Qs got controversial, but I am concerned about the cash position of this company and the fact that this lawsuit is holding them up from fixing it.
Okay. Mike answered you. He said, just wondering, it seems to have moved up a little in the last 2 days and not down. That was Mike's question.
Yeah, I mean, as we get closer to June 30th, I expect APE will move up and AMC will move down as we get closer to the settlement being locked in. Right now, you got 2 months of 2 months, a long time for them to sit on an arbitrage play. I think you'll see more of the movement closer to the end of June or whenever they think that the judge is going to make her written opinion.
Yep. Agreed. Lucy, good evening. If I didn't say hi to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, good evening, dear. Jesse says there's no way. Hold on. And by the way, 12anomic is getting a million bride if AFC goes to the moon. It's a great way to spend your money. Jesse says there's no way the float isn't sold at least 1.5x. There's still 3.8 million in the play. You telling me we don't have the float between us all? Get the fuck out of here. People have been buying 2 years plus. Yeah, Jesse, I agree. But people have been selling 2 years plus too, right? I just I'll look at a couple things. I'll look at a couple of factors. And this is just me personally, things that I think have changed a little bit. First of all, and this goes for almost everyone in the YouTube sector. We've kind of leveled off as far as how our channels, how much growth there is out there available. We're still a huge community here on YouTube, but I haven't seen a ton of new people coming in recently. The good news is a lot of the OG apes are still here. So I do believe I have no actually. Should I say I believe that we own the float? Would that be controversial?
No,
I've always kind of thought we've been somewhere around.
of course.
The float.
Yeah,
At least,
we definitely own the float.
Like I don't think I ever said that we didn't. I just don't know if there are, 4 or 5 billion synthetics out there. I don't know that if I believe that. That seems like a high number, and I know where it came from. I know some people don't, but I know where it originated from. Tony does too. And it was one guy that came out and said that, and he based that off of his Harvard education and his friend doing a spreadsheet. Right, T?
Correct.
Correcto. Trying to learn Spanish in case I gotta make it out of here. So yeah, Mike, I think I don't think we're gonna see huge moves on Ape or AMC until we get, like Tony said, closer to that, because there's not a lot going on right now, right? Now, if something happens in the market, you never know. If there's some type of something that happens, good or bad, then maybe things would could change a little bit. But right now
I have a little bit of optimism if the movies stay really strong in May and June, that we could get some good news push up on AMC. But a lot of what happens in the next 2 months is going to be dependent on movies, and so we'll see. But I do think we have a shot of getting a positive EPS in Q2. We got a shot.
We might be very close.
It's still real early to call, right? Don't hold me to that. We'll be covering it. I'll look at it again at the end of May.
Yeah, it's a good point, Tony. I didn't think about that. But as we get close to closing out the quarter, we'll be able to look back at some box office numbers total for all these movies.
If we look at box office, being over 3 billion for Q2, then you could see a little run up in Ape, into the next earnings, just like we did last week.
Yeah. Yep. I heard someone was saying the other day that 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 everyone's gonna try. Well, I'm talking about buying ape, but someone was saying that they want our AMC shares. That that's what's gonna get them out of trouble, is if we get rid of all our AMC. Have you heard that rumor flying around?
That's going to get them in trouble if we what?
If we as long as we continue to hold all of our AMC shares, doesn't really matter what happens to ape. Sure.
I mean, AMC right now has the higher short interest, but
What is SI right now?
once I didn't look at it today, but I mean, once the conversion and reverse split happens, obviously that's going to change because you're going to move all the ape over. Vortex. AMC. Short interest. Come on. 24.7. I'll call it 25%.
Wow. Really? That's very close to some of the higher numbers I've ever heard. What's CTV right now?
I mean, I've commonly seen many stocks going into a reverse split type situation having high short interest though, so doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, true. I'm trying to find Doc's comment for you. T, hold on.
Ape is at 8.6 no, sorry, 5.7% short.
5.7. Okay. Where is that comment? Damn, I don't even see it. Is it recent? By the way, PVV, hello from India. How you doing, buddy? You're in India right now? That's crazy. Okay. Thoughts on Tyson Foods' big price drop? Cancel Bubble says. Tyson Foods? T, did you know about that?
I did not. I have not been following Tyson.
Yeah, me neither. Hayden J Real Estate says, regardless of your politics mass, I ain't effing leaving until I get paid. What, you don't like my politics? Hayden J? It's all good, man. I'm not leaving either. I wonder what the price of AMC will be after split and dilution. Any ideas? So, David, Adam Aaron seems to think, I think he said a couple times, he thinks he'll be around $30. And T, is that?
Yeah, let me put up
my
screen share on that because I got a little spreadsheet that I made just for this live stream.
Oh, nice. Let me put that up for you. You want me to make it big?
Yeah, so this spreadsheet pulls the current price of AMC and APE. I plugged in the float, then it calculates the market cap and then combines them after the reverse split. I mean, based on these two prices right here, it would reverse split at approximately $30. So, and then the other field, someone was asking me, the reason I made this spreadsheet, someone in the Discord asked me, what is the arbitrage opportunity on APE if, if we are going to reverse split at $30? You got potentially $1.31 of profit that you could make. Now, I don't know that APE is going to go to 3, and I don't know that AMC is going to come down to 425 or whatever, but you should see AMC come down and APE go up. And yeah, 30 bucks actually, based on today's price.
Okay. So somewhere around there, David. Time will tell, but
Blazin says our preferred.
That's what you're looking at right now. Post split.
Blazin is asking, our preferred shares like a loan. Preferred shares are ownership, like common stock. They're not a loan. A loan would be a bond. So if you own preferred shares, it's just like owning common stock, except you have a higher claim on the company. And if there were a bankruptcy, the debt holders get paid first, then preferred shares, then common shares. So there is a difference. common and preferred are both ownership of the company. It's not something that has to be paid back. And in terms of voting rights, dividends, things like that, typically preferred shares have no voting rights and they get paid a dividend. But when you have blank check preferred stock in your articles of incorporation, the company can set whatever they want. That's why it's called blank check. So in the case of AMC designed it to be equivalent to common stock with voting rights and no dividend. So that's the story on that.
Okay. Ace Blazing Stuff says, by the way, Dustin Time says we have a ton of great movies coming out. Agreed, Dustin Time. Yeah, this quarter is going to be awesome, man. I'm just looking forward to Mission Impossible, Indiana Jones. I really am getting excited. I'm confused. Ace Blazing Stuff says I'm confused about RH 24 hours trading Robinhood. Will all tickers be available? Which exchange will orders be routed through? NYSE, NASDAQ. I didn't think stocks moved in price outside of the AH window. So we haven't really looked too deep into the Ace Blaze and stuff because we just found out about it. Well, I found out right before we came on, and Tony just found out about it when we came on. So something we got to look into. But Tony did mention earlier, T, what did you say? Remind me. You said that not all tickers, right?
It said limited tickers and ETFs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. But yeah, that's literally, I just heard about this an hour ago. So I'll have to look into it later tonight.
Yep, I'm going to do the same, Ace Blazing. That will be part of my day tomorrow. Prometheus says, I guarantee there's more retail shareholders now than they are saying. It's all about misinformation to get people to leave. Post-merge, we will no longer own the float, says Domrick. Post-merger, we will no longer own the float. Is that correct, T?
After a reverse split, nothing changes mathematically. Your percentage ownership, everything is exactly the same. When dilution happens, then, whoever buys those shares, will get, that will dilute your percentage ownership, but a reverse split by itself changes nothing.
Ron Johnson says, I thought APE was announced by several YouTubers. It was the most manipulated ticker in history. Is this true? I don't know about that, Ron. I don't think it was the most manipulated ticker in history. APE was announced by several YouTubers after it was announced by AMC, you mean? I hope. Mass, why would they ever have to cover? Anya T says. Well, if someone asks for their shares back, they'll have to. Until that time, we are sitting here in limbo. Article mentioned Apple and Tesla are one of the two. Article mentioned Apple and Tesla are 1 to the 24-hour stock. One of the two 24-hour stocks. Tesla and Apple. I wonder if they're just trying to get like the bigger, more popular tickers and meme tickers. Do you think?
I think they're probably trying to do whatever they can to generate income from
retail
payment for order flow.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a crap idea to me. Doesn't sound very smart. Corbin Dallas says hello on Indica. Corbin, what's going on, man? I wish I was you. I can't do anything for a while. I gotta get my fork license. Nearly got close to 100,000 shares, says Jay's 22B. Hold on one second. Get this up. Nearly got close to 100,000 shares, and they want to do a reverse split. Shares after this, Jay's exactly right. And you work with that, right? Ace Blazing says Tony Denaro are short shares like, oh, you already answered that. Sorry. Andrew Francesi says chicken apocalypse. Yes, that's true. That is true. I did see that. I saw that happen.
Someone asked, when am I buying GameStop again? I have not bought GameStop since selling it at 24.25 a couple weeks ago. I would like to buy it below like $19 if I could, but I wouldn't mind buying it at 20, but I don't know that I trust this little band that we've been sitting in at $20. So we'll see how long it stretches out.
PVV, have a good night, buddy. Let's see here. Stefano Clemente, how you doing, man? Says, but the short interest could also be higher, correct? Ortex only shows the data that, yes, that's correct, Stefano. Of course, yeah, I think yes, that's, of course.
Ortex
And those numbers are also good.
Ortex shows data reported by a bunch of different lenders. Not a lot of people think it's data reported by the shorts. It's reported by the lenders, and then we get to balance that, check it every couple weeks versus the official exchange reported volume short percentage. It's usually pretty close. I mean, it's not always 100%. And of course, you know, if you think, well, whatever.
Well. Let me say that. Let me say this because when we, I think that was during the last live stream, or maybe it was a video you made. Did you make a video about Wes Christian and something you found that he?
I haven't made a video about it yet. I'm waiting for somebody to piss me off enough. I found the case about 15 years ago that he lost going up against the DTCC, trying to sue them on naked shorts. What is his favorite 3 words? Naked shorts, is naked shorts, FTDs, and something else. Anyways, he lost that case, which is why he's not going to get anywhere with all this bullshit he's pushing on people now. The precedent has already been set.
So with that said, going back to 2021, after a little while after I started the channel, there was an interview with Wes Christian, and he was talking with Dave Lauer from Superstonk. And it was a long interview, but they talked about you know, all the ways that they've been doing this, how they've been able to manipulate prices in the market. And he said his take on it was, take whatever short interest that you see on any given day and double it. And that's probably more than likely what it really is. But again, that's not something on paper. According to Ortex right now, it's 24.8%, you said, T. So that's what it is. That's all we can go off, unfortunately. More than likely, it is very much higher in reality. But, you know, I can't prove that.
Someone said in the chat, Tony, you're wrong. You know, guys, if I had $1 for every time someone I said I was wrong and never came back and apologized when I was right, I could buy a Lambo.
Then we'd stop hearing when Lambo, like today.
You got to be patient. Yes, you might think I'm wrong right now, but be patient. Not one in 2 years, one person mass has come back and apologized. All the rest never bother.
I can't believe you got one. I was very scared. Mass said, PBB says, Mass, I hope you're not pro RS. I don't know. How do I answer that question? Am I pro?
It doesn't
RS?
matter. I mean, the vote already happened, guys. It doesn't matter what we think at this point. The vote happened. A settlement is being pushed by the plaintiff and the defendant. It's going to happen. What you think about it now is really irrelevant. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
there's no reason to be fighting over this.
Yeah, like I don't know that we're gonna change anything with this whole campaign that everyone's doing. I don't know how much of it is true and people genuinely are fighting this, and how much of this is. And I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the YouTubers. I'm not talking about you guys in the chat right now. I know all of you guys are 100% legit. I'm talking about the other guys who are getting everyone riled up and excited, and they have an update every 10 minutes, right? And if you
Miso Loco says, Adam Aaron says we have a sizable war chest. Why reverse split now? I want you to go look up and work out for yourself AMC's current working capital. Just go look at current liabilities on the last 10Q and subtract that from assets. The balance sheet is a horrible wreck. We're $1 billion negative working capital. This is no short is scared of AMC with a balance sheet like that.
Yeah, there's just no way around that. That balance sheet is going to be, you know, a problem. It's just it is.
And
It's right there.
and quit fucking believing what Adam Aaron tweets. It's all bullshit. He says what he needs to say in the moment. He was trying to get people excited. Oh, look, I'm going to be a badass to Robinhood. You know, they posted a fake article for 3 minutes. We got plenty of cash. They don't have plenty of cash. They got like 2/4 of cash, and the balance sheet is a wreck.
Yeah, but he can't come out and say that. If he comes out
Right,
and says
he
that,
can't say that. I'm going to be the one to tell you that. And I want you to go do the work yourself. What I'm telling you is factually correct. Go look up the definition for working capital. Go to the last 10Q balance sheet and look at the numbers yourself. Then go ask your CPA, is this a solid company?
Corbin, never. If you can at all costs avoid it, do it. Right? You don't want an RS. No one wants it.
We need
I wish to God we
cash
weren't in this position.
We need cash on the balance sheet to fix every ratio that any finance person looks at. Go look on what are they, stock chameleon, any stockanalysis.com, any website that shows you the ratios, the financial ratios. None of them are good, guys. I mean, this isn't me being negative. This is just me telling you the truth from a finance perspective. The balance sheet is killing us right now. That's why we're being shorted. Cash on the balance sheet fixes a lot of that. Is it going to be great for your position? Maybe not. But guess what? Having a bankrupt company is not good for your position either.
No, I don't want to see that. And you might have been nervous about that back in the end of 2020 or 2021, but your mind should be at ease. I think about that right now. So now it's just fixing the rest of it up, right? I think we're out of the woods from bankruptcy, but now we're not out of the woods from everything. I mean, the bankruptcy was what was gonna. I mean, that would be what crushed everything, right? So we've gotten ourselves out of that jam. Now it's just a matter of showing some profit, and we'll be good. We will.
Philip
be good.
Minch says he's a CPA and he's validating what I'm saying. Thank you, Philip. And if you find any CPA that disagrees with me, guys, have them contact me. I'll have them come on live on the show.
We'll bring them on live.
That'll be an interesting discussion.
Yeah. Yep. We've been talking about that for a couple weeks now. I'm going to get someone on here to debate him about that. Right, Chief?
Yep. I'll take on all comers.
That might be a bad idea.
I'm not even a CPA, and it's an easy win for me.
Stefano says chicken is still cheap. I own a pizza shop and wings have never been this cheap, but 2 years ago they hit an all-time high with supply chain issues. Really, Stefano? Pizza wings have never been this cheap? What? I find that to be surprising. Didn't we just have a huge problem with a bird flu that went around that killed off like a ton of chickens in the United States? Wasn't there like eggs went up to like $10 a dozen, didn't it? For a little bit?
Yeah, egg prices are coming down. That's what the
they're crashing,
CPI said. Not crashing, but they're down a few percent.
Okay. All right. The chickens are making a rebound. That's good, Stefano. I'm glad chickens are back. Punchy Nut says, are you going to go see the movie Nefarious? Nefarious. Is that with Ben Affleck? About his daughter getting kidnapped? I'm going to go see GOG this weekend, Punchy Nuts. I haven't seen it yet. Nefarious. Let me look it up and see what it is. I thought it was a movie. I could be totally wrong. I thought I saw a preview or a trailer. Nefarious movie. Nefarious. On the day of his scheduled execution, the convicted serial killer tells a psychiatrist that he's a demon who can possess his body. As the evaluation ends, he also tells the doctor that he will soon commit 3 murders of his own. Oh, this is playing at my AMC too. I haven't even heard of this.
That one's
I'll have to
not on
check
my
out.
radar, but I'm sure I'll see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna. What's the game for a score right now? 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and it opened April 14th. What did Anya say? What did Anya say? Let's see. Mike says Stefano, wings are over $1 each or more in Florida. Oh, Anya. I see it. Could be him and Lou. Both love that word. You're welcome, Ace Blaze and does stuff. I got you, man. I got you. Provita says Wall Street and banks are afraid of what could happen when AIM's hitting its price action. Don't believe that. Just look at all the fake BS that has come out lately, including the bankruptcy shit. Yeah, why did Robinhood do that? Why did Robinhood? I don't believe that headline was a mistake. I just don't. I don't know if they. I mean, that's out of all the tickers in the world, they just happen to pick. If it was ABC, I'd say okay, maybe you got something there, or what's next to A on the keyboard? ASD, I could see that, right? AMC, I don't know. That just seems ridiculous to me. AG says, though, so the Massalorian decided to double down with Tony. Oh, he said Massalorian. Ooh, I like that, AG. Play on words. I like it.
I think
No, I'm just completely brainwashed, bro. Simple as that.
I think that's someone who thinks I'm telling you what to say, Mass.
Oh. No. I'm just. He doesn't tell me what to say. I'm just brainwashed. JD22B says, who's trying to DRS Ape ATM? I think there is a QTIP number fault that's happening. Quip number fault that's happening? Has anyone tried to DRS Ape? Or I don't know. Jay, I don't know what you meant to say there. You might want to write that over again. I have no idea what that means. No clue. Lucy says, as if we aren't already addicted to stock trading. I know. Seriously. I know. Savvy said the article mentioned Apple and Tesla are one of the 224-hour stock. I already read that already. Let's see here. Corbin. Scott Gray says institutions. Right, Scott. That's another thing, right? They didn't have to own Ape in certain. What was it, T? What was it about that they didn't have to be in funds, right? Ape.
Ape is not in any index fund, so Vanguard and BlackRock dumped all their Ape because they don't need to hold it.
Another problem with Ape. Another problem, right? Was that discussed, T, in the in those meetings?
It was discussed, yeah.
And what was your thought on that?
They were worried that institutions weren't going to hold Ape, but they thought that retail would. That was the discussion.
That retail would hop up and buy more of it, right? I'm assuming.
Yep.
If we'd all come out together, I'm talking about all the guys who shit on it. And don't forget, me and Tony weren't out there shitting on Ape. We never told anybody to sell a fucking share of Ape ever. Actually, I remember coming on, I think the same night that Wrench made his video and Kevin made his video. And, we tried to defend Ape and just say, listen, it's that we thought they were going to track together. And we were wrong about that. We got smashed, and here we are. So, Corbin says AA sold it hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, Corbin, he's pretty good with that. Jay says, who's seen the OBV value on Ape and AMC since the 2021 January squeeze? I see it all the time. OBV is nuts. They never left.
Please go watch my video and get educated on that. It's the biggest myth still believed by retail that OBV matters. You can't look at OBV going back to a squeeze date. If you don't count that June 2021, you'll see the real OBV moving. But I did a really good job of explaining it in a video a couple weeks ago. The problem with OBV, guys, is on a up day, it counts all of the volume as buys. even though, you know, half the people were selling, right? For every buy, there's a sell. So when you have a massive run up, when you have billions of shares traded and it bumps that OBV up, until you have a day where there's billions of shares traded on a down day, that OBV is going to stay there. It's meaningless. What people are telling you on Twitter and Reddit about OBV, YouTube, they don't understand what they're talking about.
I've never heard this comment before, T, so I have to put it up because no one's ever written this before. So thank you, Anya. It's the first time for everything. I appreciate it.
We love your sound system.
Let's see here. Headstock Harem. How you doing today, Headstock? Says Wrench was brutal on Ape. Yeah, man. He went to town on it. Took it back behind the woodshed and laid it on him. Ace Blazing does this. I remember back in 2021, the RS was considered bullish because it would lower the amount of shares available, thereby making it easier to own the float. Yeah, I mean, listen, reverse split just to me is a connotation of negative. Means that there's problems. You got issues, right? So, I mean, I guess you could look at it that way, Ace Blazing, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just always had a negative connotation to it, and historically, you know, there's a usually followed by dilution. So, I'm 10 says Getty Images reported earnings after hours, thinking there'll be expectations. What do you think of the company? I'm 10s. I'm not even sure what Getty Images is. I'm 10s. T, have you heard of that?
What
Getty
is it?
Images?
Sorry, I got Scarlett
Getty?
talking in my ear.
That's okay. GETTY Images. Have you ever heard of it?
I have not.
No, me neither. Me neither. What's the ticker symbol? You need a ticker symbol. I'm 10s. Floyd says sound is great. Good evening, everyone. Floyd, how you doing tonight, my friend? What's going on, brother? Sound is great. That's 2 in a row. Man, that's wild. Grandma Barney says, guys, we need a lower float to make the stock more volatile. We need more volatility in our stock. Yeah, we need some excitement. We need something, right? If not, we'll be sitting around until August 3rd when we get an earnings report. So, you guys, if you want, come back. We'll do the next live stream then. There's not much happening in between. So, but we do have something now going on. GETYT is the ticker.
Andrew says a lot of knowledgeable people think OBV means a lot. Andrew, please send each and every one of them my video and have them contact me. That's what I would say. I'll gladly have a discussion with them live on camera. A lot of knowledgeable people get a lot of shit wrong. It's a talking point. It's a talking point for clickbait. That's all it is.
You hear that? You hear that?
What? The
Sound
bell?
like a wind chime? Yeah, it sounds like a wind chime.
That's my Ring doorbell. Scarlett's bringing in groceries.
Oh, okay, okay. Frank says, Tony and Mass, who will pay the free settlement shares to synthetics? We will. They're coming out of our kitty, right?
Yep.
Alpha 2 Omega says the RS, meaning there will be more shares available. No, it's going to be less. The float's going to go down, Alpha 2 Omega. Our float's going to get smaller from 517 million to, what are we going to go down to, T?
Around 144 million.
144.
Jerry says, are you not helping her with groceries? I think it's just lettuce for her rabbits, Jerry. She should be able to handle it.
He ain't helping with that. If it's for the rabbits, forget it. He about to starve them to death. Paul Teixeira says, y'all in AQST, supposed next big bio stock. No. Thank you for the...
Yeah, I was just looking at the chart of a couple that people were mentioning in the chat, AQST and IMPP. Both of those were dogs over the last couple of years, but they are improving now. So I'm gonna add them back onto my radar.
Anya says, can I just say Ape Blazing does stuff as a really good person? Yes, he is. I agree. I agree with you 100%. I like Ape Blazing does stuff. Mike says, hi, Scarlett. Damrick says, what did you do, Mass? I don't know, man. As soon as I got the offer for the house, the sound system started working. Internet was on fire. Yeah, as soon as the house went on the market, it just got really good. I don't know what. That is mass luck. That is how things go for me. Always, always. Ace Blazin says, Mass, I agree. It does. But the thing is, if your company is in trouble, RS is like you part of the way, you get back into profitability. Well, yeah, I know. You leverage your shareholders to raise capital. Ace Blazin does stuff. Like I'm trying to walk a very,
I did not
very
give the rest.
thin line here. But between what I believe and what I can prove. And that's my only issue is I try not to get too far ahead of myself because I'm not that smart, right? And I'm doing a lot of speculation here. A lot of us are. AQST says Julie Argon. Did you talk about it? No. What is? Oh man, we gotta look at eight. Let me pull this chart up and see what everyone's talking about. Now everyone in the chat's talking about AQST. AQST.
I was just looking these past few minutes at some of the financials on IMPP, and they really have turned things around in the last 2 quarters. So I'll start taking a deeper look at that one. I can't do it while we're live, but just a quick look. It's looking better. Haven't been a big fan of IMPP for the last 2 years, but things change sometimes. And AQST finally booked a profit this last quarter too. That's what is getting them to move up after years of losing money.
They are okay. So what is the news? Why is the play on the move?
They booked the profit.
Let's
They've
see.
been losing money as far back as I can see.
Hey, well that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's what we need. And what do they do? What do they make? They're a therapeutic company. Let me look at this chart here. Hey, get out of there.
What's up,
coupon.
Scavenger? Scavenger stomp.
Hey, Scav, what's going on, buddy? Let's see here. 5-day. Let's change this to this and do this to this. Yeah, I mean it's steadily making a move, huh? Stepping. Interesting. But now what? So now what is this? Why are we
Well,
going to run higher now?
they need multiple quarters with a profit to keep moving up.
Yeah. I mean, this push seems like it's definitely good moving. It's definitely moving its way up. Is retail hopping in hard on this? Let us know in the chat, guys. Let us know in the chat.
Getty Images Mass. I kind of remember this one back from last year. It ran up from nothing to almost $40, and now it's trading at $6. It was like I don't know if it was a squeeze or a FOMO. It ran up real quick and then dropped real quick. And it's been sitting at the $3 to $6 range since October 2022.
Okay. So about 7 months. Hasn't moved too much. I'm trying to think. I'm just I'm looking back this AQST. What's my next move here? Why am I heading up more higher than let me see here. What's these 50 days? What's the moving averages or something? Wow, man, it's really okay, I see. You guys don't have I don't have it on the screen right now, but yeah, I mean this thing, Jesus. It was hanging around $1 and flipping between 80 cents and $1 for 12 months. And then all of a sudden, pump. And now we're at 240. Let's go back. I mean, last time we had it was significantly high. It was September of 2021. It ran up to about $9. So I guess it's got room to hit another technical level. I mean, what do we got here? This is it hit 650, 550. Yeah. Maybe if retail piles in, just be careful. Don't get caught. Don't get caught if they pull the rug on this bitch. Go right down.
I'm just looking. I pulled up Getty. They were booking a profit, and then the last 2 quarters they've had some losses. So that's I'm assuming that's why it's not doing anything. Their revenue's been flat for 6-8 quarters going back. They were booking a profit on that revenue, and now all of a sudden they lost $118 million and then $23 million. So I'd need to go dig in and find out what happened.
I'll say this though, AQST, I will probably, and I say this all the time, but I will probably be up early tomorrow in the pre-market to look at that. Keith says, why not just buy GME? You think it's a good price right now, Keith? What is that? 19, 18 bucks or something? Let me look at GME. Take a look at that chart.
What, if GME is able to post 2 or 3 back-to-back profitable quarters, this could be it might rally off of where it's at right now. That's why I'm looking at it, but I'd like to buy it under $19.
Give me a sec so I can pull the chart up to you. By the way, Julie Argon. Awesome. Philip says the outcome of the reverse split depends on the status and purpose of the company and how it performs afterwards. All right, let's see here. I'm going to pull this chart up. Share. GME. Okay. Let's see. So close day actually didn't move at all today. Let's go back. Is this earnings here? Going up to earnings? Must be, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I sold mine on March 23rd. That was the earnings, I'm presuming.
Yeah. Looks like it peaked
right
up
after.
at 22nd or 23rd. Yeah. Yep. So it's kind of. So what do we got back here? Let's see. 22.94. I mean, yeah, there's a little space there where it could continue to step. I guess regardless. I mean, unless there's some news out of Ryan Cohen, if we just have a little bit of a bull market for the next couple of weeks, which I don't know. Have you heard people saying that, T, that we're gonna have a short bull run now that we got that last interest rate hike?
If rates
that?
are held flat in the next meeting, yeah, I mean, there are going to be some people that want to call that bullish and move stocks up for a bit. I could see that happening.
Yep. I mean, right now, honestly, I'm taking a hard look at other things that are going on around that are affecting the market right now, trying to find plays. There's a lot of things happening right on the news every night that directly affects the market, and especially something like Anheuser-Busch, right? There might be an opportunity there to make a little bit of money if you think they're going to have a bad Q2 earnings, which it could be a lot worse than the media is letting on to. And if that's the case, the numbers will prove that, and you could get in and make some excellent money. Stefano said, listen, YouTube said AMC to 100K a share, and dang it, it's gonna. Stefano, unfortunately,
I think
that was one of the reasons
he typed that when we were talking about OBV when I was calling it clickbait.
Oh.
Gotcha. He was just piling
Jerry
on.
Martinez, good evening.
Piling on to the clickbaiters.
People are really upset you didn't help with the groceries, Tony. I'm going to let you know that.
Scarlett will be happy to hear that. Hey, did you get all the groceries in okay? How many bags was it? How many bags was? Two bags, because they said I should have helped you with the groceries.
By the way, speaking of 2 bags, you see something over my left shoulder right now on my fireplace?
Oh, you found some popcorn.
I did. We finally got it here. And actually, the last 2 Walmarts I went to, they had it as well. Well, a couple bags left. There, like I told you, sold out of the red. It was gone. I got the last bag of blue, and there was a little bit of yellow left over. And I'm saying that just so you guys know. I forget what the labels are on them, but yeah, I finally got it. Finally got it in my store. So
Thank you for
that's good to know.
thank you for supporting your company, Massalorian.
Yes, you too, Floyd. And Tony, you bought popcorn when it first came out. You had it at your store, so you got it a month ago.
Yeah,
I'm
Jesse,
now.
I'm doing enough bag holding right now. I don't need to help with the groceries.
Seriously, we're holding bags all over the place. You want to go carry more? Backyard Boogie says, anyone watch Trump town hall on CNN? Trump did great. I saw a meme of who interviewed her. Help me out, chat. Who did he sit down with? What's her name? I saw a meme already that was dropped that said, I like to talk really fast. Was she trying to talk fast and sound intelligent as opposed to Trump? Because he's very long and drawn out. Hey, Lupe, good evening tonight, my friend. Anya T says, you bag holder. Lupe, how you doing tonight? Anya says it doesn't matter. All the AM popcorn is delish. Have you heated it up yet, T, in the microwave?
I still haven't made the microwave because I had so many bags of the regular, and you know I figure those probably go bad before the microwave one.
True. Yeah.
So I've given away 2 boxes of the microwave. I have 3 left, and I have 2 bags of regular bagged popcorn that I got to finish.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have microwave. There was no microwave. Still no microwave. But we did have this. And you know what? I was just happy to see finally on the damn shelf AMC popcorn. After we've talked about it for a year and a half now, I finally got a bag on my hands. So it's very. Oh no!
And
Maggie
you haven't tried it yet?
No. I was waiting until tonight. I was gonna actually try it when I got off with you. I was gonna have a bag. I didn't want to get a bunch of stuff in my teeth right before we came on. Maggie says, no AMC's up here and no AMC popcorn. Wait a minute. There was never anything about if you don't have an AMC in your state, you won't be getting the popcorn. What's going on here? Why is Maggie, you want me to send you a bag?
Why is Maine being picked on? That's what I want to know.
Seriously. Yeah. Maggie, let me know if you want me to send you a bag. I will get your address from you and I'll send you one of each. Let me know. Anya says, no microwave here in Maryland either. Oh, Andrew, that's what happened? No, you know what? Don't do that. Just if you're going to ask a question out of a town hall, just let the man answer the question. I haven't seen it yet, but, you know. He called her a nasty person? Oh, my God. He is out of control, dude.
Who was that he called a nasty person? The moderator? Or was he going up against somebody?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or was he talking about the lady, the lawsuit lady?
Oh, maybe. Maybe that's what he meant, the lawsuit lady. Did you hear her interview, by the way? That was wild, dude, with Anderson Cooper.
I saw that.
I think she wanted to jump in bed with him. Wow. Dude, this is out of control, Tony. We are watching politics play out on a scale that you've never seen before. I mean, they're going at it right now. It's just a sideshow. It's crazy. God damn.
The mod. Okay. He called them. I'm going to have to go watch that. That sounds like some good entertainment.
I'll watch it after. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be great. Dark Latin says, what if so many apes have so many shares now, we moas, and we can build our own AMCs in our town? Just head right to Maine first. Get Maggie's up. She's been waiting years. Walmart in Maine has no popcorn, not even on the line. That's unfortunate. I wonder... No, that wouldn't be a supply chain issue. No, you should have it up there by now. You should have something. And it doesn't matter you don't have a theater in Maine, Maggie. Maggie, let me know if you want me to send you some bags. Fat Lips Jr. says, if Trump buys, would you vote for him? If he bought if he bought the, if I was gonna say, never mind, never mind. Lupe saying, Mr. Heedy, how you doing? Anya says no one will sell me because they would have their balls cut off. Nice, Anya. Scavenger says, aside from Whoopi Go, aside from Whoopi Goldberg, the lawsuit lady is nasty. Yeah, I mean, she sounded like a complete Fruit Loop. What jury sat down and took her serious? Was that her testimony? Man. Scott Gray says the moderator, it was great. All right, maybe I'll have to play some of it and we can do like a reaction video to it live. Maybe I'll just pull it up and we can watch it some night. Philip says, Maggie, you should call investor relations and let them know. Maybe I should do that. Find out why the hell is there no popcorn and why is there no microwave popcorn in Rhode Island or Massachusetts? Good idea. Maybe I should do that. Mike Price said it's great. You need to watch it. A needs to learn that Maine is part of the USA, says Maggie. He does, Maggie. I agree. He's lost out there in Kansas. Laura says, what other stocks is everyone in? AMC related and other swings, please. Just got my tax return. She's ready to go. She wants to get in the market. Laura, look around the market right now. There are plenty of opportunities of, I mean, you name it. Text, everything is at a deep, deep discount right now. Regardless of the fact of how overinflated the prices are or were when the market rebounded. But there are a lot of discounts out there. And we do talk on other stocks from here from time to time. I don't know. Is there anything you jumped into recently? Anything?
I bought some stocks today. What did I buy? Shit. Let me look in the Discord. It's faster than opening up my brokerage account. I bought some APE today, by the way. And what else did I buy? Mostly I'm trying to stay in cash in case the market crashes though, Mass. I mean, not all in cash, but I'm not trying to spend all the cash in my account. Let's put it that way.
Right.
I'm mostly invested, but I'm keeping a healthy amount of cash on the side. I bought a little bit more Square today.
Okay.
SQ.
Yep.
It's not out of the woods necessarily yet. There could be some more downside on Block. But I had a position that was much higher than $58. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me. It's one of those ones that I never sold after November 2021. So I did a little bit of averaging down, and if it drops further, I'll add a little more. I think Square and the Cash App are going to be fine in the long run. So I'm just trying to bring my average down a little bit.
All righty.
Not something I'd say put that on your must buy list. I'd be looking for companies that are generating profits to whoever's asking that question. Start with the financial statements, buy companies that are generating money, because if the market crashes, you're going to want to be in those stocks, not in ones that are losing money.
Yep.
The ones that are losing money are going to crash harder.
Yeah. Yeah. And guys, I'm telling you now, that's coming. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's a lot of things really that haven't come into play yet, especially when we're talking about like all that money missing from the real estate market.
Philip says, what made you decide to buy more APE today? I'm just looking at the arbitrage again, Philip. We had a lot of discussions on it. There were a lot of discussions on it over the weekend, and the price gap between APE and AMC is really wide right now. I mean, APE was at $6 on Monday, and AMC was at $6, and APE was at $1.50. So I started buying more. Just arbitrage play. Look, in 2 months, 3 months, it's all going to be AMC. Why would I not buy the cheaper one? That's how I look at it.
Truth.
I can get a lot more. I can get a lot more shares buying APE.
Scab bought 409 calls at 3 o'clock on SPY today. 409 calls at 3 o'clock. And then he wants to do a shot for the choppy market ahead. How do you know it's going to be choppy, Scab? You think so? Do you have booze with you right now? T?
I have some, but I don't know. After Monday's debacle, I don't know if I'm ready to start drinking shots.
Yeah, Scab, he's got to take it easy tonight. You can't have eggs.
Scavenger, were you here on my Monday night live stream? We had a blast, but what a hot mess.
Yeah. Scavenger, wait, hold on. Did he answer yet? No, he did. I was going to say, what is he taking shots of right now? What do you have a drink though, T? You have something in it?
I have one of my Cinco de Mayo drinks left over, my last Mexican beer, Dos Equis. I was going to do a Cinco de Mayo live stream, and then I opted not to. So I had a Modelo, Corona, and a Dos Equis. I was going to do a side-by-side taste testing, but I'd just been, one a night on them.
Okay. By the way, so I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to go work on what we talked about the beginning of last weekend. We can hold. I won't say what it is.
Ron is asking, what stories am I working on? I have several companies that I'm doing deep dives on, Ron. Let's see, what are SoFi, Rivian, and a couple of others. And I'm watching quite a few others, but I'm not ready to make a video on them. Like Mullen, like everyone wants me to do a video on Mullen. I just did one a month ago, and nothing really has changed in my opinion on Mullen.
Zero.
Except the unknown of Lawrence Harge. Like with my luck, I'd make a video saying Lawrence Harge is all washed up, and then he comes through at the good. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing and cross my fingers. It's hard to believe, Massalorian. I bought Mullen at 10 cents. I waited all this time, bought it at 10 cents, and I'm in the red.
Who says that? Who says that?
I mean, I knew it going into it when I bought it. I said when I bought it that I fully expect that I'll lose all this money, but
Jesus.
that I only put this much money on Mullen. Like it's a marker. It's not even worth mentioning. But
Max Dog says Mullen next Wednesday.
Bought it at 10 cents and I'm in the red.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
no,
Julie,
you'll be all right.
Julie, I can add AQST to the list since they're coming back up. Absolutely.
Domrick says he doesn't have any either in South Carolina. Domrick, what part of South Carolina are you in? Just give me like a regional location. I'll make a whole list. Say I've got people saying that. I just the thing that stinks is I can't verify. Not that I don't trust all of you guys, but imagine if I called investor relations. I got people calling me. What are you talking about? We just sold out. We just sold out of there last week. That could be it too, right? You might not even realize it was there. It's already gone. Look for missing spaces and look for the tags. Make sure if you see a hole on the shelf, might be what it is. I know in my aisle it was. That's how I was able to pick it out.
The Eight Fathers Man-Child says, would you ever do a live stream with my father? Would you ever do a live stream with Eight Father Massalorian?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would do one with Eight Father, sure.
I would.
He's holding a bunch of shares.
I would not, and the reason is people that base their channel on doxing and attacking other people directly by name is just off my list automatically forever.
Is he doxing people?
He doxed me. He thought it was funny, even after he got doxed himself.
Ape Father doxed you? Whoa! When the hell did that happen? When did that happen?
A year ago.
That went way over my head. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, nobody watches his channel anyways. But once somebody crosses that boundary, they're they're an afterthought for me. No, I will never do a live stream with him or anybody that does that bullshit. We're here to talk about stocks. All this personal attack bullshit is just, it's petty and pathetic.
I didn't know that, T. Yeah, I'm not down with doxing people. We work in, guys, we're in the social media industry and people get hard feelings sometimes and people are crazy out there. And, I don't want anyone showing up at my door. I know she doesn't want anyone showing up at the door. I mean, I'll blow them off that Wildcats ass if they do, but still, I don't want the drama, right? So I'm not down with doxing. That's not cool. That turns into more nefarious things down the line, like swatting and false accusations. That's not a road I want to go down with anyone. So,
Yep.
Max Doug says, "Nice, just got my first question answered about rape." Oh my god, I must have said rape. Ape. Yes, Max Doug. Congratulations, man. Oh, Sergeant Beef's doing vermouth shots. You have to do 50 of them, Sergeant Beef. Vermouth's alcohol content is very low.
Get in here now.
Hey, can you not
Tony.
yell in this room, please? Yes.
Get in there now. Go.
She's talking to the dog. I think
oh.
he's eating the rabbit food that just freshly got put out.
I got you.
Fucking dachshund, man. Dachshunds are food sluts.
Oh man, did I miss Tony going full send on Monday? Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, you should go back and watch that live stream.
No, it's already deleted. I
down.
I took it down. Yeah,
you took it down.
I mean, we had fun.
God.
There was no. I don't think anything bad was said, as I recall. But I mean, it's the worst that I've ever been, and I think it's just because I didn't eat. I had like 2 or 3 shots and 2 beers. That's like a normal live stream for me.
Yeah, that's not that. You must have been really empty in your stomach, huh? You must not eat.
Must have been. It was Massalorian. We were doing a shot for every 50 likes on the channel.
That's a good idea. It's a good idea.
No, it's not a great idea.
Gets lots of likes.
I normally I try and keep the shots to like 1 per hour, but it was like boom, boom, boom. And that's probably what did it.
Yeah. The quickness, right? Hit you all at once. Yeah. Yep. Philip says, "Thanks, Tony. That does make sense." And Scavenger's drinking pepper. Are you drinking peppermint schnapps, Scab? I can't do peppermint schnapps. I can't do the mint. It's just, I feel like I'm drinking mouthwash. I know a lot of people like them. It's not for me. Floyd says, "That is what we at AMC are about to say after the reverse split." What's that, Floyd? What are we saying? Mullen is a loser company, says Sergeant Beef. They're a young company, Sergeant Beef. They're not. I mean, they're not nothing right now, but I mean, they have potential and down the future. Who knows? You never know. You don't know
if they could ever like produce a car. Now they're saying mid 2024 to get the Mullen 5 out. So
they pushed it again.
See.
They pushed it
well,
again.
it was the end of 2024. Now the latest filing I read said mid 2024. So they pulled it up. They pulled it up 6 months. We'll see.
Didn't they pull it up the last 2 times, or is this the first one that they've actually come closer to now?
That's the first time I've seen anything that didn't say late 2024.
Okay.
Now I know, guys, they're pushing out vans, but those are just rebranded. I mean, that's not a bottoms up type thing. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm really interested in seeing their next quarterly earnings.
Maggie says Highcroft wants to RS. How much lower can it go? Maggie, I mean, they need a lot of money right now, right? They need money.
Anya asked if I only Mullen?
No, Highcroft wants to reverse split. How much lower can it go?
Highcroft has. I just did my video on Highcroft based on their current burn rate from the last quarter, the one they just posted. They have 55 months of cash, so they're okay on cash. But with the drill rigs now arriving, one just arrived end of April, one's coming in June. I would expect that the expenses will go up a little bit, but let's just say they have 2 years of cash, maybe 3. They're fine on cash, but when the exploration is done, then they're going to need to come to us and say, okay, we're done exploring. We got a boatload of gold and silver, but we need to build a milling plant and we don't have enough cash for that. So that's when the cash raise is going to hit you.
So you don't think RS is in the plans anytime soon until they're ready for that move?
Yeah, I think you could see a reverse split as soon as the end of this month. But I don't know. I think they would. If I was them, I would time it around the time that I need the cash. They have till September. If the reverse split is approved, they have till September 30th to enact it.
Okay.
If I was them, I would wait, get out the exploration report.
Yep.
Let the folks
Get
know
people
you
excited.
need to build a milling plant, reverse split, and then when the price is high, do your cash raise. CEO Handbook, Chapter 2.
Did you see put that in Froggy's hand in the video?
No.
CEO Handbook?
No.
It's in there. When I changed the things, yeah. I had the actual CEO Handbook because he actually said in the video, I heard him say, Tony Denaro knows about the CEO Handbook. Why doesn't he just pull out and show everyone the page that's on? I said, oh my God, bro. So the ape says, I was ARB Excel. You did, Tony. Let's find a way to get it cycling in real time as the ticker is moving. You did ARB on Excel sheet?
I did what?
What did you do with ARB?
Oh, the ARB. Yeah, that little ARB spreadsheet that we just flashed up on the screen an hour ago.
Yep. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anya says, Tony, do you only drink bottled water? I mean, I'm not opposed to drinking tap water, Anya, but we have a 5-gallon cooler in the house, so we always have a bunch of 5-gallon water bottles. Just
how is your tap
water
water down there in Austin?
Our tap water's pretty good, but we have occasions where storms take out the water treatment systems or power outages, or sometimes in the summer they get those little bacteria and they say, don't drink the water, you got to boil it. I just said, screw all that. I'm not scared of tap water, but I like having my own secure supply. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. If I come to Texas, I'm going to be looking for a place where they actually have water on the property, either a well or something. I don't know, T. You think I should come to Texas?
I mean, Texas or Puerto Rico, that's a hard choice. I think you can't go wrong with either one, honestly.
Yeah. I don't think I would want to live in Austin city limits. I wouldn't mind living outside of Austin, but I wouldn't want to be in the city. I'm trying to get out of the city, right? And I think if I went to Puerto Rico, I would stay a little bit inland. You told me that the interior of the island is all rainforest, right?
Yeah, the middle of the island's rainforest. Once you get outside of San Juan, especially on the west coast, it's less expensive.
Yeah, I started looking. Jaspreet asked if we believe in the squeeze. Jaspreet was earlier. I saw his question. I forgot to answer him. Do I believe that this stock still has the potential to squeeze? Yes, Jaspreet. Do I know when? No. Tony, you think the stock can still squeeze?
Anytime you have high short interest and high cost to borrow, you're in a potential squeeze setup, but you need a catalyst to make it happen. That's what we're lacking. That's what we've been lacking for 2 years. Yes.
Danny R, what's up, buddy? Just want to say hey to Danny. He just came in the chat. Corey Rice says, Mass, would you do it with his father? That's what he wanted to say. Laughed my ass off. Man, yeah, I'm all set with Richie. Have to be really, really desperate. The shirts all have eyes on them now. Is it time to buy AMC? Have all eyes on them now. What, because of the banks, Floyd? Is that what you're saying? Anya T says, thank God with those religious creeps. Who was creeping? Ace Blazing Does Stuff says, all I can say is if you have a long-term outlook, then sure, we have a lot of discounts. But in my estimation, there is more risk on the downside, especially in the tech sector between now and EOY. Yeah, Apes, that's a good point. Good point. William Carville, good evening. Says, ordered AMC popcorn on Walmart's site, delivered to my door. Excellent. Yeah, I got mine right over my shoulder right here. Oh, I just changed the camera angle. Damn it! Right here, I got some behind me. Just finally came into my store too, William. So that's all. But I thought there were billions of synthetics. I need to start pre-screening these. I think I need a pre-screener. Did you say billions of synthetics, T? Jeff W says I can hear. Oh yeah, baby, that's 3. I got triple crown. Yeah, I hear Mass good. He must have fixed his issues. Yeah, I found out I have to move. So they're like, oh, well, let's give him the last month. We'll give him some good. We'll give him some good internet. Maggie says Ape Father was a disgusting human being. He actually had a video while he was. No, get out of here, Maggie. Kidding me, Maggie. Seriously, if you want popcorn, I will support you. I'm not letting you go hungry up there. You let me know. Give me your email address. Give me your real address or a PO box. I'll send you some. Demark says, I think. Let's see. Justin, Tony. Yeah, Tony. It did sound like she was yelling at you to get in there. It's funny. Ron Johnson says, what about UMass? I heard you're interested in doing some journalism. Is that your background? Yeah, so I went to school for that, Ron, out in California and here for a little bit. Yeah, I did journalism for a while, and I kind of got back into it right before I started getting into YouTube. So I was actually just looking at plane tickets to go down to the border. I was just talking to Tony before we came on. When I saw that the governor there had said they were bringing in troops, I saw the troops with the wire, knowing that it was expired 24 minutes ago. Yeah, 24 minutes ago, Title 42 expired. There was no emergency extension to that, right? So I saw that the governor down there. What the hell is his name? What's the governor's name in your state, T? I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank. Abbott, thank you. Was bringing in 2,000 National Guard in riot gear, and I saw the barbed wire go up. I said, "Oh boy, this is going to be interesting." But I think what I will do, since the plane tickets to El Paso was so expensive, what I think I will do is figure out where those buses that are in Tyler, Texas, those hundreds and hundreds of buses that have blackout windows and no names on them, try to track where some of those are going. Maybe I'll go down to New York. They might come all the way up here. I want to know where some of those buses are going. So I think that's what I'm going to work on, trying to figure out. Because I think this next couple of days we're going to see a surge like we've never seen. I've seen the picture.
You want to take Justin's question?
Sure, Justin Lefebvre. Yeah, I got you right here. Hang on, Justin. I'm gonna put your question up right now. Justin.
And I'm gonna first ask the audience what does the audience think? I'm happy to say my answer too.
Oh, I'm in the wrong question. He said that was the last one. Was he was yelling at you, or she was yelling at you? Hold on, Justin. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Scav, have a good night.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Scroll down.
Oh, I'm far behind. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, is this it? Okay, here we go. This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the audience, do you think the shorts will cover after the reverse split and conversion or dilution or, any combination of the three?
Should we get a poll going?
Yeah.
I might be able to. My internet's running good tonight. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. This would be amazing if I could actually run a poll. It'd be nuts. Thing ever. Finally have decent internet.
I'll do one on my channel too.
Okay. All right. Live. What am I going to go into, T? I'm going to go into that little sound control, right? Live room, control room?
I just do it
View and
in my
live control.
chat. In the bottom of the chat, there's a little button to do a poll.
Ah, okay.
The YouTube chat. It looks like a little plus sign.
Okay. Add reaction, show your support for the Massalorian, engage with your audience.
Yeah, that's it. Engage with your audience.
Oh, okay.
Death stat. I'll share my answer once we get about 100 votes on my channel.
Okay.
We got 30 votes. Get your
All right,
votes in.
so, all right. I just dropped mine, folks. It's in there. Okay, wow, I can't believe this. This is fun. I could drop a poll. I ran a video. I put up a lot. I can't believe this is like amazing. Of course, right as soon as Punchy Nuts, you are neighbors with Tony. Let's see there. Benjamin Israel, good evening tonight, my friend. How you doing? Backyard Boogie was being facetious. I know that, Backyard Boogie. I realized that right off the rip. Let's see. Philip says it used to take 2 hours to drive from one side of Oklahoma State to the other. What is the biggest city in Texas, Tony?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Dallas, Fort Worth has most. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Arlington too. I mean, if you talk about the whole tri-city area,
I mean,
right?
to drive from to drive 10 miles in Dallas takes you 45 minutes, it seems like.
You kidding? That's crazy. Wow. Really? Wow. Everything's bigger in Texas, they say. Everything. Sergeant Beef says, Mass, the news reporter. Yeah, I mean, I did it in high school. I did it in college. And I just never did it really professionally for a news station or, a newspaper. I was the editor at my high school and college newspaper. What else?
I know.
Yeah,
I cheated. I know. Dallas, Fort Worth is 2 cities. Punchy Nuts is slapping my
I was
hand.
gonna say, and Arlington's in between them, right? Isn't Arlington in between Dallas and Fort Worth?
Yeah.
I know my ex is from there. I'm like, I know Arlington's in the middle of those two. Oh man. Galveston area. Oh, Punchy Nuts is in Galveston. Okay, so you're down the coast, Punchy Nuts. Okay. Oh, you've met Toy. That's right. My dad's trying to be funny when he does toilet live streams. I know. He's just trying to no, he's trying to entertain people, and he's usually flushing Ken Griffin or some other guy that we hate down there, Lou. So I'm fine with that. It's fine.
What's up, mediocre trader?
Is Mediocre in the chat? Mediocre, what's up, buddy?
He just dropped in.
All right, let me put it up. Philip says, Masters, no doubt we will see a surge. That is surreal. The question is, what is the solution? Get the guy who said everyone come in before he was elected out of office. I'll start with that. And stop inviting people into this country until we take care of our own citizens. Please, please. I have the biggest heart in the world for anyone that's struggling. And I'm not saying we're full, but we need to take care of our people that have been here struggling for years.
Owning the float. That was my April 1st April Fool's video a year ago. I forgot to do one in 2023. Remember that one, Mass? Lou was right.
Oh yeah.
And I had the wind. Remember back then he used to make a bunch of videos and the wind was always blowing in his mic. So
yeah, because that was in the winter. That wasn't in the winter, but it was really windy that March, I guess. It was very windy.
I just thought it'd be funny to make a video
that was great,
of the wind blowing, and you couldn't hear what he was saying when I said he was right.
Yeah, that was a great video. You got a lot of views on that. That was really good. Here. This.
That was right after, he told me I was going to get vaporized on March 3rd. So April 1st seemed like a good time to
That's
do
right.
the Lou apology video.
Yeah. Perfect, right? Clark is in the chat tonight. Clark, good evening, my friend. How you doing tonight? Clark says headphones won't cover until we have 2 or 3 consecutive quarters of profitability.
All right. How many votes
did
you
we
got,
get-
Mass? I got 66.
All right, hold on. Let me pull. Does yours ever have? How do I open the pool? Of course.
What's up,
Let me see.
Pamela?
Does it? Where does the poll show up, T?
At the top of the chat bar
Oh, okay. I see.
on YouTube.
Okay, so I can close that. Yeah, I can't see the bottom end of it. Pop out chat, maybe. Maybe that'll work.
I always pop out the chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that. Oh, yeah. Now I can see it. Okay, so I got 19 votes. Only 19. 11 and 8 to 89. Whew. Man.
11 yes, 89% no. I have 70 votes, and it's 31% say yes, the shorts will cover. 69% say no, they will not cover.
15% yes, 85 no.
So I'm just going to reiterate. I almost posted this on my community tab today. The talking points that I've been saying on this channel: QSIP change, not going to do anything. Reverse split, not going to do anything. Nothing is going to force the shorts to cover, in my opinion, until the fundamentals are changed or some catalyst happens in the market or relative to AMC that spawns massive buying pressure and runs the price up. I do not think that the reverse split is, nothing about it is going to be a shorts covering event. Just my opinion. It literally doesn't change anything, right? A reverse split does not change anything. They're already shorting us for 25%. Why would they stop?
Naked mediocre. Yeah, T. It's true. It's true. BBD says it's plastic. Chapstick, sorry. AQST isn't a day trade, it's a swing. Says Christ is king, sorry. AQST, that's one we just looked at, right? T?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sergeant B says, I always thought Dallas Fort Worth was the same shit. Yeah, it kind of is, right? It's the Dallas Fort Worth metro area, right? That's what they call it, pretty much. The airport's that, I know. Dallas Fort Worth, right? They call the same. Mike says James O'Keefe is calling your name, Mass. I sent James O'Keefe a resume and an application. Mike, when he first left Project Veritas. I sent it to him back in April, actually. Only the vote float says Tony's video on Lou was flipping hilarious. Yeah, that was good stuff. Very good stuff.
Justin says his logic is with the new dilution they can get out cheap. But I mean, if nothing's fundamentally changed, if the company's still strapped for cash, why would they get out? What would possibly change? What might make them get out, Justin, is if the lawsuit is over with. If we go into August with a massive profit in Q2 and the ability, because the lawsuit is wrapped up, to raise cash, that might be a good time to get out as a short. If that happens, yeah, I could see some of them covering before Adam Aaron announces he has a bunch of cash in the bank now. You don't want to be short a company that just extended its life by 2 years.
Speaking of
going
which,
into 2024.
Yes. Speaking of which, I just want to say again, Adam Aaron keeps going around saying that he's going to be the CEO of this company for another 7 years. So For everyone thinking he's gonna like, just take off all of a sudden, leave us holding the bag. He's said many times that he's planning on staying around 7 years. So, that gives me a little bit of hope. Let's see. From Google, Justin says from Google this borrow for AMC Entertainment shares on Interactive Brokers is 136.8225% annualized.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem with this shit. Maggie, have a good night.
Dip.
Maggie, DM me if you if you want some popcorn. I don't think Maggie wants any popcorn. She hasn't say anything about it. I think she's just mad it's not there for other people to buy. Let's see. Pope Sean Paul says CPI equals castration of purchasers index. Yes, that's right. That's a good acronym. I like that. Philip says the question is, what is motivating these people to come here in such mass numbers? Opportunity. These people are coming from the poorest countries in the world.
And government handouts.
Yeah. And they're getting phones when they get to the border. I mean, they're getting all kinds of stuff. I mean, yeah. Oh, God, don't even get me started. All right, I gotta stop talking about this because I'm gonna go nuts. I gotta, but I do want to. I'm gonna follow the story as close as possible. I can't believe they didn't extend it. I'm interested to see what it looks like in a couple hours. I bet it's gonna be wild. Never watched Lou, says Anya T. I feel blessed. You didn't miss anything, Anya. Ariana Layden says, never heard of AQST or Getty. What the hell? Ariana, these are quick swings or scalps. These are not, Fortune 500 companies or blue chip stocks that have some potential for, a huge future. I mean, maybe the therapeutics company has a few things, but yeah, it's not just. This is a retail thing. It's a little pumps. Hi, Pam. How you doing tonight? Pam saying hi to all the mods in the chat. And I got to put Pam down because she's one of my mods.
Justin says he's working in a new office building in Ybor City, Florida that used to be an AMC. My favorite AMC in Austin, Justin, used to be a Sears, which is kind of ironic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what really used to be a Sears? Wow.
Our dine-in AMC, the one that has the full menu with all the gourmet shit, used to be a Sears.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many screens do you have there at that location?
I think there's about 10 at that location.
Okay. What is the biggest AMC? Do you know how many screens it has?
In the US? I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. I'm going to look that up. I bet you it's in LA. I have a feeling. Or maybe, I would say it have to be in LA probably.
Wolverine says, Tony, please stop attacking people. I haven't attacked anyone. I just said they're coming here for government handouts. If you viewed that as an attack, that's your interpretation. There's nothing that I said that was attacking. They are coming here. They're coming here for a better life and because they get government handouts.
And because they were invited by the administration.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, they had an open invitation. Who's not going to come? You'd be stupid not to. You'd be a dummy not to come.
I think you're being a little sensitive in trying to decode my fact-based statement.
Yeah, exactly. Pope Sean Paul says, was really good to see inflation on energy down the most. Energy makes it all go. Yeah, it was good to see that. That was good to see. I just wish they would do something and get us back to energy independence again. Because I see gas prices again climbing high. What do you got right now, gallon T? Are you going back up again, slowly creeping?
I don't know. I hadn't had to fill my car up in a few weeks. I don't even look at gas prices, Mass. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Really? In a few weeks? Lucky
benefits of working from home.
Yes, that's true. LMNOP. Paul Teixeira is saying LMNOP. Odin the Float, I think, did a video on that there, didn't he? Or maybe I thought I saw someone in my I thought I saw it pop up in my tab that he did a video on LMNOP. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If you're still in the chat on the floor, let me know if you did. Evolve Radio says, "Bring me on. We won." Evolve Radio, we did. I should have Adam tell you a story someday. Pam says, "I went to see Love Again movie at AMC. So you can find Love Again at AMC." I gotta put that up. That's a great advertisement. Why didn't they just hire Pam instead of Nicole Kidman? What would you have wanted, Pam? She got 25 million. What'd she get? What would you have wanted to do? Why did we come to AMC commercial? Imagine if Pam did it. That'd be awesome. How much would you charge, Pam? Yeah, Anya, stay away. Keep your virgin ears protected from Luke. Thank you, Sergeant Beef. Oh, Justin's asking for CTBT. You still have Vortex open?
Yep.
Hang on one second.
Off the ball on what?
I'm assuming AMC. It's from Justin. What? This is a joke?
What?
Grandma Barney said, "I sold everything and just bought LMNOP with Mikey."
Cost to borrow 281%.
And 24.87 on the short interest. Well, say that number one more time. She just don't forget. 285?
281%.
81. Okay. T, I gotta hit the restroom real quick. Do you mind taking over the chat?
Running the chat? Nope.
Okay. Yeah, don't talk about the border. At least I'll get back. I'll be right back.
Someone asked if owning the float got kicked, but I see him in the chat. No, nobody got kicked. It's been a pretty good night. Nobody got kicked tonight. I think one person on Mass's channel got kicked in the beginning. Anya asking, did I have a good time with my son at the movies? I did. Yes. Got to catch up with his plans for the summer. I didn't know exactly what he was doing this summer, but he's rented an apartment in New York for 2 months, and he's going to be going up there working for a private equity firm for his internship. I asked him about what classes he's taking next semester, and about his he was asking me, should he do his master's in accounting or an MBA? I said, well, it's the same thing. You know, if you're getting your bachelor degree in finance, you get your master's in accounting, you're probably better off, I would think, than you'll be a better candidate than somebody with the MBA. But what do I know? And we made tentative plans to get back together for lunch or something before he leaves Texas here in about a week. He enjoyed the movie. We talked over some of the previews. He does not think that Transformers is going to do well. What do y'all think? I said, what about Little Mermaid when that one came on? And he's like, yeah, I'd watch that on Disney Plus. I was like, that's fighting words there, son. I know my wife's going to want to go see it. I will drag you with us to go see it. He's like, okay, well, I'll go see it. Roscoe says Transformers will do well. I hope it does. I hope it does. Maybe he's just tired of the whole franchise. Duplessis says, remember, if you take the subway, make sure a wall is behind you and you don't stand up until the train completely stops. Good tips. Good tips. Mud Puddle, what's up? Bigums, what's up, amigo? Long time no talk. Yeah, I need to ask him if he's going to have to be riding the subway. That's a little dangerous. I didn't even think about that. I don't know the company he's going to be working for up there, how close his apartment is to it. And then I think he's already lined up an internship for next summer, working for a big bank, but not one of the ones that we know of. Well, he sent me the name of it. I think it's an international bank. It wasn't like JP Morgan or Bank of America, none of those. In fact, I had heard of the name before, but I know nothing about them. I don't even remember the name. Started with an N.
All right. Let me get a copy in the chat there. What are we talking about?
We were just talking about my kiddo that I went to see the movie with.
Okay. Someone said Biggie's in the chat. What's up, Biggie? How you doing tonight? I haven't seen Biggins. He's done a while. I hasn't been live in a couple nights, huh? I haven't seen any.
He was. I saw from his tweets that he was moving.
Join the club.
Oh, just wait, Massalorian. They're going to come for you. Adam Aaron bought you a house. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what they're saying about Bigums.
That's where I had to go just now. I was licking those boots real quick.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
Lord,
let's see. Oh yeah, Biggums is in the chat. He said, "Hey, okay, Biggums, are you moving?" Mass used 8 Files toilet. That would be disgusting. God damn. I never want to step foot in that bathroom. Justin says we should march for public media attention to grow our community until we're forced to squeeze. We were down at the SEC just a couple months ago, Justin, and they obviously didn't hear us because Gary Gensler's still in that seat. He's been threatened with being fired, but that's about it. I wish Congress would really make a move. I mean, the legislation's out there, so that's what we need to push for, right? Well, push for something. Huizenga put the bill on the floor, not the bill, I'm sorry, the proposal to fire Gary Gensler and restructure the SEC. Call your congressman, let them know you want them to vote for that. Get on the horn. They're the ones who are going to be pulling the lever, yes or no. Bigum's going live tomorrow afternoon, says Andrew. Okay, there we go. There's an update.
Punching Nut says, hopefully Massalorian Adam Aaron buys you better internet at your next location.
What are you talking about? I just got my internet upgrade. You can't tell tonight, Punchy Nuts? Bigum says, yeah, I was moving. Hold on. Yeah, I'm moving. I was live a couple of days. That's what I thought. Okay. She's going live tomorrow afternoon. It would help if we can get more this time, says Floyd. He must be talking to someone else.
Jeffrey Roche, what's up, amigo?
Hey, Jeffrey. What's going on, buddy?
Getting all the late night OGs in the house now.
Yeah, definitely. Mass is upgraded, says Anya. Are you moving states, Bigums, or just within the same state? Or you don't have to say the names, but are you like moving far? Duplessis says people pushing people on the tracks just because. NYC even worse now. People jumping on the tracks on their own. That's what you should be doing. You don't need anyone to push you. Just take the nosedive. New York's terrible. Who wants to live there? Did you see the takedown T in the subway there?
I've seen a bunch. Yeah.
There was one just happened the other day with a Marine, and the guy ended up dying at the hospital. Did you see that?
The guy that got choked. I did see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, the media played a real short clip, but I don't know if you've seen the whole clip. But after he chokes the guy, he puts him in a another position, which kind of brings him. It's supposed to bring him back to breathing normal again.
I just really always want to know what led up to that. Like,
Well, he had
you know,
42 arrests.
no,
Violent
what led
crimes.
up to what was he doing that he needed to be put in a chokehold? Like, whenever I see videos like that, I want to see the 2 minutes prior to that. What the hell is going on?
I don't know if the person who was filming it has that, but I saw the post recovery position he put him in, and he was still breathing and moving at that point. So it wasn't calling it murder is a little crazy. AOC. I don't think that guy had any intentions of going on the train that day and killing someone randomly, right? Listen, last year there was a story on the New York subway that was a woman was raped or physically assaulted on the train, and no one did anything and stopped it. They let it happen. It just continued on. No one stopped it. I'll be honest with you guys. If I see some guy acting up like that on a train, I'll probably be the first one jumping in just because I'm stupid. I'll be the first one jumping in, probably trying to restrain someone because you just don't know these days. People are nuts. You can pull out a knife. You just never know. So again, it's intent, right? And Tony's context is a lot of it too, right? How violent was he being before that? Was that necessary? Might not have been necessary. I don't know. I wasn't there. So all we can do
it's hard for me to judge either way. Like, I can't really comment because I don't know what happened leading up to that.
Yeah, that's tough with not having any video to show why he was being restrained. Yeah, that's an issue, right? That's a problem. Jeff W says, I felt like I was watching a silent movie until Mask got his internet fixed. I know. It was last week was horrendous. Horrendous. Sorry about that, guys. How's your mom doing? Philip's asking about Bigums. Let's see. Apparently he was threatening people, a usual scene in the subway in New York. Yeah, but I mean, and again, we only saw 30 seconds of that video. I don't know how long he was in that hole for. I've only seen that short clip. I'm sure they're not going to play. If it was longer than that, I don't know a lot of the details. Groundhog says he was threatening everyone. I heard there were people saying, reported he tried to push someone onto the tracks the day before. And he had 42 arrests prior to this and he had a warrant out for his arrest that day. So again, if you want to blame someone, talk to the DA in New York and say, why is this guy on the streets? This guy wouldn't have to step in and do anything if this guy was where he was supposed to be. If you got 42 violent crimes,
42 arrests is kind of excessive.
I mean, and he's on the streets, that Marine should never had to do that in the first place because the guy shouldn't have been on the train. And if he's got mental issues, get him some help. Obviously, they knew about it. His family knew about it. They said he was medicating with K2. You can't medicate with K2. K2, you don't even know what's in it. So saying you're self-medicating with K2 spice, synthetic marijuana, you can act crazy. Go look at the side effects and the possible side effects from K2, bad spice. You can go nuts. XX Wolverine says, Mass, stop the crap. You wouldn't do shit. Right, XX Wolverine. I'd let her get raped. Unbelievable. Floyd says a disturbance in the force tonight. Nice, Floyd. Good call. Pam says, Master gentlemen. Thank you, Pam. Love you too. Let's see. Jeff says, I can't hardly see Tony since he's wearing camouflage. I know he's got camouflage on the head too. I have a hat and everything. Dominic says, I saw the whole clip. He was yelling. He had nothing to lose, and he was threatening people. Yeah, he's got nothing to lose, right? He gets arrested. He's out in 20 minutes. If you had the potential of going away for a year, you might think twice about that, no matter how mentally unstable you are. But if you got 42 arrests, you get out the next day, who cares? Do whatever you want. Free Love says we have Lou in New York City. That cockroach can't survive anywhere. I know. Even with a 60% vacancy rate, he's still there. Gotta love it. Clark says there are so many George Soros appointed prosecutors. If you try to help someone, see, Clark, that I might think twice about now, right? If it's not me personally, I gotta think twice, because depending on where I am, and this is why I'm getting out of cities, guys. Plain and simple, this is why I'm leaving the cities, because of situations like that. Because I would be the first one they throw in jail. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Hey, Mass, there's some states where you can brandish a gun on your own front steps as a mob is descending on your property and still get arrested.
That'd be Missouri. Yes. That was St. Louis. Yeah. I mean, Kyle Rittenhouse almost got smoked. They were trying to make an example out of him, and he got lucky that the judge didn't go for the bullshit from the prosecutors on that team, because they would have smoked him. They wanted to make an example out of him, right? The couple in Missouri, the guy from a couple years ago just got indicted and 25 years in jail. I just saw it today. The guy put an AK-47 at him during the BLM riots, and he shot the guy and killed him. He was an Uber driver, and he just got sentenced for 25 years. I think it was today or yesterday. So, yeah, you're right, XX Wolverine. I might not do shit. If I was in New York City, I might just say, you know what? Fuck that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. To lose my freedom? No thanks.
Just let someone get pushed on the tracks or raped. Just
I mean, what? I mean, they are arresting they're not arresting the criminals anymore. They're arresting the people that are trying to stop the criminals.
I know.
I mean, what? That's scary. You got to think twice now before you step in and do something like that, because depending on certain parameters, you might be in a lot of trouble. They'll try and make an example out of you. That's why I'm getting the F out of the cities. Owning the Float says, I know a girl that medicates with KY. Nice, Owning the Float. Nice. Good comeback. That was good. Pam, are you crazy? That's the one place that I would think 3 times before I did anything. My goodness. Let's see. The train is convenient versus driving. I know. And they said, Tony, I heard a stat the other day. I think passenger travel on the trains at the New York subway is down like 30% post-COVID. 30%. So that means like almost a third of the workforce is either not working in the city anymore or not taking the. I don't know. I mean, where are those people driving now? What they open a bunch of parking garages?
Take a bus.
Where
maybe?
do they all go?
I mean,
maybe that seems really timed. Bus in New York.
I don't know. I mean, you don't hear about too many bus attacks.
That's true.
I don't even. Are buses
it's always
even
a train, right?
Are buses a thing in New York? I've been on the
Not
subway.
really. I don't even.
I've been on the subway there many times.
Yeah, I don't even know if this bus is in NYC, like Manhattan. I don't know. I can't remember now. Clark says, I watched a YouTube video. Clark, by the way, where is your lovely wife? Will you say hi to her first, please? I watched a YouTube video of a guy that got shot by a criminal. He got the gun from the criminal and shot the criminal, and he went to jail for murder. Yeah.
Lord.
I mean, that's happening all over the country right now. All over the place. Wait a minute.
A man forever change says, interesting listening to people not from New York discuss New York. Yeah, I'm trying to learn. I've been to New York 2 or 3 times, but I usually stayed like at the Hyatt, Times Square, and anywhere I needed to go was within walking distance or a short subway.
I've spent a lot of time in New York, man. I used to have a girlfriend that lived in White Plains. Actually, not White Plains, right above Yonkers. It was called Dobbs Ferry, New York. I dated her for 2 years, so I spent a lot of time in that city down there. pretty well. Domrick says that's why we dig a hole here in the South. That's why I'm moving. Exactly why I'm moving. Censored Content says I wouldn't go on the subway in New York, so there's that. Mike says wake up people and always stay ready. Welcome to the new reality, says Floyd. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, that is the new reality. For the foreseeable future, that's how it's going to be. You have to definitely think twice before you step in and do any kind of violence to anyone. Andrew says Express Bus 725, but safe. I take them every weekend. Express Bus, Andrew, but do they have actual stops like, on Park Ave? And I don't think they have an actual bus system. That's why there's 9 million cabs, right? Pam says, shout out to all the wonderful moms in the community. Happy Mother's Day on Sunday. Yeah, I can say that right now, too. To all you moms out there. Is any moms in the chat right now? Happy Mother's Day. Let's see. A man forever changed. People are so funny. Dude, she lived in Dobbs Ferry. Where do you think we went to go hang out? And where do you think we went to go anytime I went down there? Went to the sea, dum-dum. We didn't stay in Dobbs Ferry. I went there to bang her and sleep. Let's see. Mike says, I'm not from New York. I know it's the armpit of the country. Listen, New York is a fascinating, crazy city. And it's awesome to go there and visit. I love going there for a couple of days and people watch and, go see a show or whatever. But I'm always glad to leave on Sunday or whatever and come back to where I live. Let's see. Duplessis says Florida has a law about to pass. Hold on. That will enable anyone to conceal carry as if criminals didn't do that already. Now good citizens can have a chance and not have to run to their cars to get their gun. Hey, by the way, the shooting that happened in Allen, Texas, how far is Allen from you, T?
I forget what Allen is near.
I said it was.
Is it near Houston?
No, it's about. I think I said it was like an hour and a half, like southeast of you. I think I was looking at the miles on the map, and it came out to like maybe what was it, like maybe 100 miles to the southeast of you?
Says 3 hours.
3 hours? Okay.
Allen, if I'm looking up the right one, is a northern suburb of Dallas.
Maybe I have the wrong town. Was it Allen, Texas? I thought it was Allen, Texas. Anyways, wherever it was, one of my good friends from high school who played professional football in the NFL was at the place, and I saw his post last night that he had just gotten his family back all to his house. He was able to go back and get his car. So that really hit home for me. Find that out last night. It was late last night when I found out. I sent him a few messages last night, didn't hear back from him, and then this morning he finally got back to me and let me know that him and his family were fine. But it didn't really, I thought about it a little bit, like the shooting and what was going on, and then you realize like people that you care about, which I had no idea how close he lived to this place. I know he played for one of the teams down there and outside of I think he played Dallas-Fort Worth. Yeah. Dallas-Fort Worth, which was your arena football league, right? I think you have a team there. But anyways, it really hits home when you see that happening to someone that you care about, even though it was so far away from where I live. It's disturbing. All right, let's see here. Alpha 2 Omega says right about an hour from Dallas. That's what I thought, Alpha 2 Omega. Yeah, I thought it was about an hour away. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, north of Dallas, Steve, says Steve. Yep. We've got so many people here from New York. Now I can't tell the difference, says Damrock. I'm Tens. Every stream is demonetized on my channel. Unfortunately, Tony is here tonight, and usually we try and stay out of this talk. and Tony gets to keep keep monetization. Mine is always automatic. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna start to wrap it up here. So we just passed 3-hour mark. I'm getting kind of tired. Tony is as well. Allen, Texas is where the mall shooting happened over the weekend. It's in the Dallas area. Thank you, Devastator. Yeah. Let's see. Max Doug says they were looking for him though because he got loose from 42 arrests. Yeah, sure they were. Sure they were. All right. Let me see here. Does anybody have any questions about tomorrow? Any questions about ticker? Something quick. I'm gonna start saying hi. Thank you to some of my mods. Pamela was in the chat today. Prometheus and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Thank you, my mods. Can't do this without you.
Anya, Pam, thank for your help. Thank you for your help. Lucy too.
Yes. Clark says, what is really sad is a lot of people will vote for these retards. They're in power now. Vote for them again. Oh yeah. I think 2024 will be a very close election. Extremely close. I don't know what side is going to win, but I don't think it's going to be a landslide by any stretch of the imagination. I know a lot of people think that. I do not. I think it's going to be very close. What do you think, T? Blowout or close?
If what will be blowout or close?
2024 election. No matter who wins, do you think it'll be close or blowout?
Yeah, it'll be close.
Very close, right? By the way, I guess they just made an announcement, the executive order. This is terrible news, but they're going to be changing the name of Mother's Day to Happy Birthday, Birthing Person's Day. That's horrible, right? Dennis just said that in the chat. What's up, Dennis? Imagine if they did that. You walked in your mother.
Happy birthing. I'm gonna if I can find a fucking card that says happy birthing person's day, I'm gonna fucking buy it.
Just a tongue twist, though. Seriously. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. I just want to say thanks to everyone who stopped by tonight. Anyone who donated me a chance to help us with all the costs of running these channels. We really appreciate you guys very much. Do you want to say something?
Thanks to all the members of the channel. Thank you to all the subs, both old and new. Guys, as we always end this little chat, be good to one another. We appreciate your support. It's not always easy being the fact-based channel because we get attacked from both sides. Nobody ever wants to question the DD. They just want to lob personal attacks. And hey, if that's the role we got to play, then so be it. But we're not giving up. We will always be here providing you fact-based, non-emotional, non-clickbait DD. Because somebody's got to fucking do it, damn it. We love you, and we thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And the emotional part, we're doing good. This is 2 live streams in a row. Mass hasn't had a freak out. So things are getting better. All right, guys. We're going to take off now. Thank you so much. Love all you guys. And have a great evening. Enjoy the market tomorrow. Take it easy.
Peace out, guys.